Hello, 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 everyone. How are you? Good evening. Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Diego Palace. This is a live watch along for Chelsea versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. And Chelsea have had a few opportunities, some good ones, Nicholas Jackson then and other people, but they're not taking their opportunities. It's still, as I saw it, nil-nil. At the bridge, of course, I've got Chelsea nil, Wolverhampton Wanderers nil, coming up to about 23 minutes. And Chelsea have had opportunities. In the description, I've put in the lineups for both teams. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Palace. And if you can, give it a little share around to let people know that I'm live. Be grateful. But in the meantime, it's live. It's Chelsea versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. And I just want to welcome everyone to the channel this evening, and also thank everyone there for the support thus far on the channel. The views are going up, the subscribers are going up, and the likes are going up, and the comments are going up. So please, if you can, subscribe at Diego Palace and drop a like. You look absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. You've all been doing it, and it's absolutely amazing. Right, let me just get the headphones set up. Here we go. And get the match up and running. And yeah, it's still let me just have a look. Let me get the headphones on so you guys can't hear the actual thing. Could get in trouble otherwise. Right, let's have a look here. It is still still 0-0, coming up to about 25 minutes. And my prediction for this one is Chelsea 2, Wolves 0. As a Crystal Palace fan, and penny for the guy there at the back, I'm going for that Chelsea does not have a nightmare at the back in defence, because if they do, or if they don't get enough attacking play done over the line and get the scoring, they might come after Ebrieze or Mark Guiu. And goal! It's a goal for Chelsea. Big up to UST. Great timing. Absolutely there. And there you go. There you go. What timing is that? Brilliant timing, STE. Good evening as you come on live, STE, in the chat. Absolute legend. It is Chelsea 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Oh, what good timing there. I didn't have to do the first 15 minutes. Oh my days, I take my hat off to you, ST. I'm not taking off anything else for you, ST, today. It's not happening. I don't care what you put in the chat. I'm not taking anything else off, but I take my hat off to you for your time in there. Absolutely spot on there, STE, in the chat as they come in there, Chelsea. The Chelsea scoring 1-0. Let's have a look and see what's going on here, because is it offside? Is it offside? Hello, VAR referee. It's Adarabioyo. Adarabioyo, who scored for Chelsea. I'm not sure. Hold on. I think, are they looking at it? Good evening. And I told, that's what a goal there by Chelsea. That's a big goal there for Chelsea. I tell you what, Chelsea could easily be 2 or 3-0 up before that score. Chelsea, you can hear the atmosphere at the bridge. The home fans are making noises now because their side have scored. There's a delay. I don't know. Is they checking VAR, or is the VAR going? Is it going to be cancelled? Why is VAR taking so long to verify if it's a goal or not? Was there a push or something? Was there a foul? Is it a goal for Chelsea? For me, I think that's a goal. I think that's a goal for Chelsea on first viewing. But I have to say, VAR taking it looks like it's a goal. And good afternoon, good evening, I should say, STE, and good afternoon to Ajita Majaran. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate you both to coming in. And if you can, please hit like and subscribe at Diego Palace. And I have to say that the good thing for, I suppose, for Chelsea fans will be out there is that on the fourth attempt on the Wolves goal, fifth or fourth attempt in the first half, they managed to get over the line and they've got a goal. The thing that will give that would help Wolves fans out there would be that they know that Chelsea don't go for a second goal and they might equalise. They might get their position to equalise, because they are vulnerable. But Trevor Chalobah is back on the defense for Chelsea, and let me just make sure You guys can hear me. I'll come to the channel in a minute. I'm just going to quickly double check that you guys can see and hear me all right. Otherwise, how do I do this? So I've got to go there. Oh Lord, do that. It's still 1-0 to Chelsea. The VAR has not ruled it out, I can confirm. And big up to the chat. I'm going to read your things out in a minute. Let me just check that everything is going according to plan. Thank you very much for the likes thus far in the chat. I really appreciate that. That really helps a lot. Yeah, the sound is okay, so that's good. So what else do I got to do now? I'll leave that there for a second. And in the chat, big up to you, ST. You're saying Golasso. I think that's brilliant, that Golasso. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin that comment there. Absolute seeds, without deleting you at the same time. I don't know how you do this. Oh, no, there it is. Then put the option of pinning the comment there, and below it is actually removed. So I hope I don't get rid of you by accident. So I have to gingerly do it. I expect with AI in the future, you can just think it and it'll do it the way things are going forward. But yeah, there you go. I think I've done it. I hope I haven't banned you. There is ST saying Golazzo. That's right. The Chelsea have scored. Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes. And as I said, STE, I take my hat off to you for your timing and your Chelsea. They're scoring that goal just as I go live. Absolutely brilliant timing, but I'm not taking anything else off. And then ST says, Tosin, Adarabioyo. Tosin has scored this first goal. I told you, starting wait for you to be ready. That's right. Tosin was waiting for me. That's right. That's right. Real talk. He was like, yeah, what's he doing? You know what I mean? He's playing on the pitch and he's probably got his iPhone out. He's going, oh, he's not live yet. He's not live yet. I'll just hold back just now. I'll give him another 10 minutes. I'll give him another 5 minutes. And then he saw me going live, and then bish, bash, bosh, Tosin, Adarabioyo. I can't pronounce his surname. I want to, but ST saying 1-0. I told Tosin to wait for you to be ready. That's it. You connected. ST is well connected at the bridge. And then Ajita Majoran, good evening. I hope you're well, or probably big afternoon where you are. Good afternoon to you, your neck of the boot. Yes, big up and Tosin goal. And hello, Ajita says Ajita Majoran has a little wave. Big up to you. We need this win. That's right. And Ajita Majoran, clean sheet for Chalobah would be great. Yes, I don't want Chelsea to have a nightmare in the defence, because if they do, they're going to pick up the phone and just, you know what I mean, just go and get Mark Gahey, and I just can't deal with that. I'm here in Manchester United. I linked to Tarek Mitchell of Crystal Palace from an American news outlet. I mean, it's just absolutely, you know what I mean? And you can't have Ebrieze either, Chelsea fans. And the Villarreal Majorca. Good evening to Adabas. Cool. I hope I'm just sworn in a foreign language, but Villarreal 4. Majorca nil. Oh right, I'll have to have a look at that. Big up to ST in the past midnight. So good morning. So it's early hours there. Oh yeah, it would be, because you guys you should be ahead, so you should be, yeah, you're in the early hours. This is the passion that world football fans have for their football clubs. There's an example, someone abroad, and I believe, I can't remember where it is, but I think you are very far away, and you are watching your club, Chelsea, in the early hours at 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning. It's absolute scenes. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Disasi Palace. In the description, I have placed the lineups for both football clubs. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to put in the chat the name of the manager for Chelsea. I'm sure all of you do know, but there could be someone in there who doesn't know. And it doesn't hurt to put it in there. And then I'll put in the person that scored the goal. And there's the manager. Please hit a like and subscribe at Disasi Palace if you are new. This is the thing with Chelsea, though. They need to go for a second goal. I don't know if any Chelsea fans think that I'm right in saying that. They need to go for a second goal, because Wolverhampton Wanderers, they have got a goal in them. And I have to say, will they equalise before half-time? That will be in the thought of the Wolves fans. And if they don't, and if it's still 1-0 at half-time, they'll be pondering that. I expect the Chelsea fans, real talk. And ST is saying Jose Mourinho, he could be back at the Premier League, real talk. And Chelsea fans are still wanting Jose Mourinho to come back. He's a good manager. But at Crystal Palace we have Oliver Glasner. So there you go. And I'm just going to put in here, if I can paste, make sure I spelled his name right. Of course, the Wolverhampton Wanderers is it's Vitor Pereira, and he's obviously coming. I think he's only had like a month and 2 weeks with Wolves. Don't get me wrong, I like the Wolves fans. I've been to Molineux twice in my life, and away from the banter that they threw at us in the evening kickoffs at Molineux is a good one. The only thing I didn't like about going to Wolves as an away fan, it's just trying to drive away from the stadium and just getting to the A road and getting onto the motorway. It was just took forever. Oh my god! I wish I never attempted. I should have just left it another sort of 30 minutes, half an hour to let the traffic go. But yeah, no, that was a mission. And we've had some good managers. Absolutely, ST. You've had Di Matteo, although he didn't last too long for you lot. You've had that I could think of. You also had Jose Mourinho. Didn't you have Benitez at one time? But yeah, the Godfather Ancelotti. He's doing bits in La Liga. He's now top of the Liga. And here comes. Chabelo there, stabbing the ball away here now. And good anticipation there by the thing. I put them in managers. Right, quickly, I'm going to put the lineups. And then I quickly can maybe talk about them at half time. 1 minute. My mouse is getting in the way. Did I just say live? My mouse is getting in the way. Oh my days. I'm going to get in trouble. But you know what I mean. I'm talking about the Bluetooth mouse. I haven't got a mouse problem. Only Manchester United fans have got problems with mice. I can't get the mouse to work. What's going on? There it is. Oh, all right, that'll do. And that's... Graham Potter, yeah, you gave him a lot of money. You gave Brighton a lot of money. Can Chelsea stop giving Brighton a lot of money? I mean, how many millions and millions have Chelsea given Brighton? And absolutely. And yeah, if there's any Manchester United fans in the chat, I'm very disappointed in you lot not winning against Brighton. I really wanted you lot to just do a number over them, and absolutely disappointed with a lot of you. Not your players, just the Manchester United fans. Absolutely shocking performance there, if I may say so. Don't ask for much. And I think there's an injury to somebody there. Andres landed on his knee. Somebody's knee's bent there. I don't know who it is that's injured. He's holding the back of his knee. So there's a player down injured, and that's not good. That's the Chelsea lineup and their substitutes. Good evening, Sam Doe. Oh my God, you won't be evening there. You're probably in the morning. So Sam Doe is in Fiji. Thank you very much, Sam Doe, for calling in. Absolute legend there. And Caicedo, you're not coming after any of my midfielders. You're not coming in for Eberezer, though he plays a different role, because your Caicedo there plays in the pivot there with he plays like in the number 8 role for Chelsea. Look, he's a good player, but I don't think he's worth 100 million, maybe about 60 mil, 50 mil. But he's I can just give you the line. I'm going to put the lineups for Wolverhampton Wanderers. I should not be biased. So I'm going to get Wolves. My prediction for this one is 2-0 to Chelsea, but I may have jinxed it for Chelsea in the sense that they always seem to score the first goal and then they don't go for a second, and then the opposition get back to them, like my Crystal Palace did, not just at the Bridge, but at Selhurst Park. And we made Chelsea fans drop not 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make them drop 4 points. Real talk. Écoutez, madames and messieurs out there. And right, let me just put here we go. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'm just going to put Wolves here and not Wolverhampton Wanderers. I hope that's okay. I don't think Wolves fans will mind. That's the Wolves lineup, right? Okay, and I've put the right. Okay, let's concentrate on the match. It is 39 minutes, 38 minutes. Chelsea won. Wolverhampton Wanderers. Oh, I got hiccups. Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Coming up to 40 minutes, and it says Tosin Adarabioyo. Adarabioyo. Apologies if I butchered Tosin's surname. Let's just call him Tosin. Big up to you. And thank you very much for Samdo for calling in from Fiji. I've just put in the chat. And in the chat, ST says, we've had some good managers. Yes, you have. Godfather Ancelotti. Yeah, he's doing well. Why didn't Arsenal go for a manager like that? I don't understand. We've even had Graham Potter. You're probably still handing in money. Big up to you. LOS. Calling from Fiji says Samdo. Good evening. I hope you're well. It's probably good morning to you. What a wonderful place to go and visit, I would have thought. I've seen your Fiji rugby players play against the likes of England, of Scotland, of Wales, and you got good sides. You got a good rugby side. I can't deny it. Big up to Fiji, and also Jita Majoran. If Caicedo is injured, we're not getting a top 6. That's a good point. I will go along with that. Jita Majoran. I think you're right. Only player I take from Palace is Mateta. No, you're not having Mateta. You can't have Mateta. Don't get me going. But yeah, big up to you. Yeah, Mateta's on fire. Imagine him playing up top with your Cole Palmer. No, you can't have boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. No, you can't have that because I'd like that celebration. No. And there's Palmer away from Andre, and then Andres kicks him on the back of the leg I think Andres just picking up a yellow card there. Cole Palmer, what is it? A brilliant player. Why did Manchester City fans let him go? Why did you Manchester City fans let him go? Cole Palmer. Now, the question for people out there is: should Nicholas Jackson be playing behind Cole Palmer or in front of him? Because literally, Cole Palmer is playing sometimes quite deeply, and when and he's getting caught with this kind of tackles. And I have to say, could that cause him an injury? If Chelsea lose Caicedo, Cole Palmer, I'm not jinxing it, honestly, I'm not. Or Mark Cucurella, whom I don't like. I really don't like Mark Cucurella. He's just a wind-up merchant. I think you're in trouble. Right, quickly going into the chat. Only player I take from Palace is Mateta. Well, there you go. Good. You've got good eyes. Good eyes there. Ajita Majoran. I've put in the Wolf chat. And good evening to Abbas. Abbas Sioku. Oh, I can't pronounce your name. I do apologize there. Abbas, I'm going to call you Abbas. You're not eating snacks today. Listen, don't you get me started. I have got some snacks. That's an excellent one there. I have got some snacks. Let me move the jumper out of the way. And Cucurella on the ball. Mark Cucurella there, whom I don't like. He has got, he's on the pitch, and Chelsea now getting attacked. Looking like Woody from Disneyland. Big up to you. Big up to you, STE. Yeah, Woody. That's right. Woody from that film. I love that film. Yeah. You kind of got me emotional there with talking about Woody. Falling off the truck and all that. And getting taken away from his home. I'm just going to show you the food in a minute. I tell you, mate, boys will be boys. I tell you, man. And just putting my I'm not showing the actual wrapper of the thing. I don't know if I'm allowed to show the wrapper. Not the wrapper. I've just dismantled the biscuit. You see, you're making me put too much food out. And that shouldn't be allowed, because basically I'm putting too much food out, and quite frankly, it means I have to do an extra mile tomorrow morning. It is an outrage there, and right, that is the food there. Got some more food over here. Remember, you can eat while you watch your football. Oh, just dropped something there. Let me put this one back in there. And there you go. Let's show you in the chat there. Just served it. We've got some lovely biscuits. I'm not a biscuit monster. You know, you can eat and drink while you watch your football. Got a lovely mint rich chocolate, and I've got some lovely creamy little biscuits there. And you know what these ones are, of course. And then, of course, making it healthy with the seedless grapes. Make sure I don't choke on that. I'm not going to choke on any of that. Real talk. Big up to Gita Majoran and ST. You say total there. The boy story. That's it. Come on. Oh, no, there's this Trevor Chalobah on the ball now, facing the ball. Oh, Semedo retrieves the ball there on about 45 minutes of 1 minute. I'll start eating and drinking at half time. And so there's the food if anyone was interested. Big up to Abbas, ST Botsovia 0, Casapia 0. It's 15 minutes. You bet it over there. Big up to you. You bet it over there. I hope you are well. And it's Chalobah, what a defense. This is why they brought back Trevor Chalobah, Chelsea, because they were queuing up. Literally, the Wolves players were queuing up to have a shot on the Chelsea goal, and Trevor Chalobah has just made a crucial defensive block there, and Trevor Chalobah well on top of that, and that's why they brought him back from Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace made Trevor Chalobah. Real talk, the player that he is now. Real talk. Chelsea haven't done anything, but they brought him back there. But Chelsea here now, hanging on. Big up to good evening, Steve. I hope you're well. Let me put this down. What's the minimum of time? And Trevor Chalobah there. And big up to Steve. Good evening. I hope you're well. Big up to you. And Steve says, I'm on the bus. Oh, don't lose your phone. Don't leave it on the phone. On the bus, going away to another city. Good. I'm glad that you put in not the name of the city. That's brilliant. But good after you, because of my derby, my bus due to the city centre, 11:45. So 3 hours or more from the bus. Oh, it's really busy. Don't lose your phone on the bus. Don't drop anything, and don't lose all your batteries. Well, bigger will definitely concede. Big up to you, Steve, for doing that. When we get to Aberdeen, there was a bus going to Peterhead, 5 minutes, but we said not in service. Didn't want to wait an hour, so seeing the stadiums. Yeah, I saw them. Big up to you checking out the stadiums. I saw some of the pictures. Absolutely brilliant. Expect to see more than one. Well done, Steve. And as I say, don't lose. And here is Chelsea defending for their lives, trying to keep that 1-0 for half time. And Stuart Attwell, there's going to be a yellow card here for one of the Wolves. It's all kicking off in the technical area. I think the manager of Wolves or one of the technical players, coaching staff for Wolverhampton Wanderers, is about to get a yellow card from Simon Hooper. But this is what I'm talking about. The referees always give the decision to Chelsea fans at the bridge. I mean, real talk. Look into my eye. Chelsea fans and anybody out there, am I not saying the truth? They're always going to. And the Wolverhampton Wanderers bench over there are looking a little bit aggrieved. They're pissed off at the moment right now. They're not happy at the moment with the referee. And Simon Hooper has gone over there and says, "Oh, you don't like the look of me? You don't like the look of me? Well, there you go. There's a yellow card. Have a munch on that." And that's what I'm talking about. Real talk. Big up to Steve saying Villarreal are 4-0 up in La Liga, I suppose. I don't think that's a cup competition. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego if you can. Help me get to 5 likes if you can. It is Chelsea 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. And good defending by Trevor Chalobah, who's back to his team that signed him. But a while ago, they did chuck him underneath the bus. Real talk. There, do you have anything to talk about Alex S? Who, what? Alex SR. I can't remember. Yeah, no, I don't know. No, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, Abbas. But big up to Steve ROC, to Abbas in the chat, to Ajita Majoran, and of course to Samdo, who's all the way out in Fiji. How is Chelsea playing? Chelsea are playing really well for their 1-0 lead. They should have scored. Tosin Adarabioyo. Tosin scored the first goal for Chelsea, because I butchered his surname every time I mention it. But basically, before that, Chelsea should have got at least one goal. But on the 23rd minute, 24th minute, Chelsea did score, and Wolverhampton Wanderers will feel aggrieved that they've considered an early goal in the first 30 minutes. Since then, Wolves have not just completely lost all control. They are trying to have a little nibble. Good build-up play by by Joao Gomes. In my opinion, up to Matthew Cunha of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Not enough service to Strand-Larsen, who plays up top for Wolverhampton Wanderers, in my opinion. But there has been some opportunities for Wolves. And here's a corner for Wolves. This is what I mean. This could be the last kick of the first half, and it's a set piece to Wolverhampton Wanderers. The Chelsea fans will be wondering, Steve, and anyone in the chat, why didn't Chelsea, after scoring that first goal in the first half, go and get a second one like Liverpool does, like other good informed sides like Nottingham Forest does? Chelsea's just like, oh, you know what, let's just go and sit down and have a biscuit and have a cup of tea. That sort of thing. They need to go for our second goal, because I bet you it's in the mind of the back of the Chelsea fans out there. They were thinking, we go ahead in the match and then we let the opposition score one against us, and that's it. We only end up with a point. And here we go. Corner comes in. Corner and in the centre, ball in the centre, goalkeeper tries to push it away. I told you. There you go, Chelsea fans. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Chelsea fans? You go ahead in the game, and then on a set piece, woeful defending. You've brought back Trevor Chalobah. The goalkeeper went up there in no man's man, trying to get hands, pushing against each other, and Doherty went, licked his fingers, and he said, thank you very much. That's a goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. The Wolves are, the Wolfpack are out on the Fulham Road at the bridge, and they've just equalised from a set piece. Chelsea fans, what is going on with your defending? You've got Trevor Chalobah there back. You've got good defenders there. You've got Reece James. You've got Adarabioyo. You've got Mark Cucurella as a back four. I'm telling you, you've got to defend the flight of the ball as it comes over. Sanchez there. Should Chelsea recall Kepa? Should Kepa be the goalkeeper for Chelsea? Because he's doing bits where he's been loaned. Real talk. What did I tell? What did I say there? That's a mistake from the goalkeeper, in my opinion. Do you know what? I did to Majoran. I know you're saying 1-1, and that should be a foul. On the second look at that, Wolverhampton Wanderers, I think you've got a point there. I think Ajita Majoran has got a point there. I think there was a foul. Let's have a look. They're not looking at it. So I think the goal definitely stands. Oh, that's shocking. That is absolutely shocking. I've got to tell you, man, I've been to the bridge and I've spoken to Chelsea fans there while I was doing the video of when the Real Madrid went to Chelsea. I was videoing the Real Madrid coach and the Chelsea coaches. And I was talking to a Chelsea fan there, and they were perplexed. Oh, hello. Oh, my days. Is that a penalty? That's a corner. That's a corner. That's a corner now. And he was not happy. This Chelsea fan that I spoke to, he was not happy about the way that they concede goals. And he was just perplexed as like, what is going on at his Chelsea? He was not happy about it. Real talk. Please hit me likes and subscribe at JGC Palace. Help me get to 5 likes if you can. It is Chelsea 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, and Tosin's going on 24 minutes. And in extra time, in injury times, from a set piece, from a corner, Wolverhampton Wanderers, scored 1 goal back. And I said it just about a minute before that Wolverhampton Wanderers could have it on the minds of Chelsea fans that they go ahead in a football match and they can't push for a second goal. But then what happens is they concede. And big up to Daniel Costanzo. Daniel Costanzo, big up to you. Good evening. Yes, is this 1-1? I'm going to put in the chat. Thank you very much. So what I'll do is I'll put a half-time. Shall I put official? official. It's Chelsea. I think you've got a point there, Gita Majoran. I think there was a foul there on the lead up to that Wolves equaliser. I have to say, as a neutral, and I suppose you're saying that because you're a Chelsea person. Chelsea won, and I'm going to put Wolves. First goal. Goal to. Oops. To Chelsea. Not good enough from Chelsea. They go ahead in a fixture and then they concede. I'm worried that now they're going to go for Ebrieze and Mark Guehi. They're going to pick up the phone and start getting our players now because they're having a shocker in defending. This is what my worst fear was. And it is first goal for Chelsea was Tosin. Let me just put this in the chat. And first goal to Chelsea. Big up to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for dropping in. And I'm just going to put the Tosin Adarabioyo. And that's the first goal. UCL back tomorrow. Yes, you're right, Steve. I haven't checked that, but I will check in a minute. I'm going to put the goal scorer for the second goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. I have to ask Chelsea fans, why is it that they always concede in a Premier League game when they go 1-0 up? It's just, I'm an outsider looking at your football club and the way your team is set up. You've got very good football players there, very good technical football players there. Is Enzo Maresca not picking them in the correct places? Why can't they defend in crucial places? And they always go ahead and then they concede a goal. I can see it, and I'm a Crystal Palace fan. Real talk. And I'm just going to put in the chat now the Wolves goal, and the Wolves goal I should put was in added time end of the first half. Doherty. Oh, I spelled half wrong. 1 minute. Half. There you go. Right, there you go. Oh, good evening. Damo1168. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Crystal Palace. We should be on our way up. And in a way, Wolverhampton Wanderers could be catching Manchester United and the likes of Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, what is going on? I saw just recently West Ham are going in for the Colombian International from Aston Villa, putting down like 60 mil on the table. Why is it Manchester United fans reporting that their football club are making bids of £60 million for a player here, 60 mil there? West Ham are doing it. Why isn't Tottenham Hotspur fans saying that their football club are going into the transfer market in January and says, we're going for this 60 mil player? What is going on out there? West Ham United with a new manager there, Graham Potter, ex-Chelsea manager. They're making bids for £60 million, 50 mil players plus. What is going on out there? Real talk. Right, time for a drink. Let's get going here. And right, let me quickly get the match on this one because I need to make sure that this is working. I'll put that there, just there. Hope I don't get in trouble. Oh no! If you can, please help me get to 5 likes in the chat. And I'm just going to turn this down so you guys can't hear the commentary of the match. And just going to get myself a drink because I'm very thirsty. It does make you thirsty when you do this sort of live stream thing. Absolute scenes. Now, I have to say, Chelsea well deserved their 1-0 lead. At 30 minutes into the game, they deserved to be 1-0. Quite frankly, Chelsea should have been 2-0 up. But they were 1-0 up after sort of 25 minutes or so. Tosin, the defender for Chelsea, putting Chelsea ahead. But since then, steadily, Wolverhampton Wanderers, they got around as a wolf pack and build up play, slowly build up play. They pushed. They didn't collapse in the build up play. What they've been trying to do for their manager Pereira, and I have to say, it is absolutely not surprising. And I don't understand why the Chelsea fans don't call out why it is that they go ahead in a football match and then they just concede. It's just like they don't go in, get a second, get a third. The reason why I say that is because I've put the lineups in the chat, and in the lineups you can see I've got. Let me just read it out. Look at that. They've got two in the pivot, Dewsbury-Hall and Caicedo in the pivot there, right? And then on the left and the right, they've as wingers they've got Madueke and Pedro Neto. And then up top, they've got Nicholas Jackson, and just sitting on the shoulder of him, like in the false nine, I think, is Carlton Palmer. Carlton Palmer is just doing bits at the moment. He's doing absolutely brilliant. Nicholas Jackson is another one that's just waiting to be unlocked, in my opinion, right? Madueke, I think, is a brilliant player as well, as an outsider looking at Chelsea. So just with those players there alone, they're attacking when Chelsea have gone from the transitional of defending and they're playing out on the counter attack. The speed of Madueke, the speed of Nicholas Jackson, the speed of Palmer. I've seen them. I've been at the bridge when they scored against us in that first half against my Crystal Palace at the beginning of the season. It's just phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. The pace, the accuracy, the technique that these players have. So why don't they, once they go ahead, just go for another goal? It just doesn't make any sense. I'm an outsider looking in. And my interest in this match is I don't want Chelsea to have a barmy of defence problems still, even with recalling Trevor Chalobah from my Crystal Palace, because I know the jamminess of Chelsea fans. I know the jamminess, right? Real talk, in transfer windows, they're going to pick up the phone and get my Mark Guiu and say, do you know what? I tell you what, can we also have your Ebrieze as well? If they can afford to go and give Brighton 110 mil plus for Caicedo, they will find a way to find the money to buy the likes of Mark Guiu and Ebrieze. And I don't want to lose them this January transfer window. Of course, I want them to progress. I want to be able to stay at my club so then I can put this lovely beach towel from Crystal Palace out on and get their holiday order. Do you know what I mean? As it is what it is. I'm just going to pour myself a drink here. I hope I don't get in trouble here. It'd be terrible at this. It's just a one. Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at that! 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 Cheers, everyone! Unbelievable! I predicted Chelsea 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, and these Chelsea fans absolutely let me down. Bottle jobs, a lot of them. They've conceded a goal. Gone and conceded a goal. I wanted them to have a good defensive turnout, and look what they've done. Look at the head of that. I wouldn't get hired in the pub, I don't think. Big up to Steve. He says Liverpool versus Lille is the game to watch tomorrow. Right, I will make a note of that. I may cover that tomorrow. Big up to Damo 1168. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. That's right, I said it. Cheers to everyone. And let me just get a drink going. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. You know what? I don't know what. It does make you thirsty when you do these live streams. And also, it makes you hungry. Remember, you can eat while you watch your football. You can drink as well. It's not just a watch along; it's an eat along as well, as the people in the chat have pointed out. Didn't used to eat and drink so much. Real talk, I didn't. But because this match, for example, I expected, as I said, my prediction was Chelsea 2, Wolves 0. I wanted Chelsea to have a clean sheet and not have any defensive problems, so they don't pick up the phone and make an order for Mark Guiu. And I mean, they just can't find a second goal. What is wrong with Chelsea fans? Why is it that your side can't, once they go ahead in a Premier League fixture, they can't go and then find a second goal, a winning goal, and push levels and get up there? Because if you look at the beginning of this season, people were laughing at me as a Crystal Palace fan. And I said, watch out for Chelsea. Watch out for Chelsea. I think they could be the dark horse to challenge both City and Liverpool for the Premier League if they get their act together. I said it before, and people were laughing at me, and they're up there. Chelsea are up there amongst the top 5 or 6. But I have to say, they're not gonna catch Liverpool if they can't go for a second goal. Real talk. Oh, that's salt and vinegar. That's very strong. Salt and vinegar crisps there. Now, in the chat, I have put who scored the first goal, and then the second goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'm just going to quickly now check what Steve was on about. If you don't mind, before the second half starts. Oh, a little bit hot today. Oh, too hot today. Let me just get I don't know if there's any other matches on. Yeah, still half time here. Chelsea won, Wolverhampton Wanderers won. My prediction's completely gone out the window. I mean, Chelsea fans out there, absolutely. Dundee 1, Dundee United 0. Oh, I forgot that was on as well. You can't. Oh no, but that started. They're also at half time. Oh my God, Dundee United conceded in the first goal in the first minute. Excuse me. Let me just go. Why are they not showing the table? Is it a cup competition or is it? Oh no, it's the Scottish Cup. It's the Scottish Cup. It's not the Scottish Premiership. I do apologise. That is a Dundee 1 and Dundee United are in the fourth round of the Scottish Cup. It's 1-0 to Dundee. I was thinking, where's the table gone? Of course, it's not going. Villarreal están ganando 4 contra Mallorca. Mallorca tienen 0. No tienen goles. Villarreal en la Liga de España están ganando con 4 goles. Logan Costa, Alex Benena, Dani Parejo and Jeremy Pino metiendo los goles para la Villarreal y están a mitad tiempo al momento comiéndose en las naranjas. There, I just said there in Spanish for those of you in the cheap seats at the back. Villarreal are winning 4-0 in the Spanish La Liga against Mallorca. That's a 4-0 lead for them. Big up to Steve there. And Como, which I can in the Italian Serie A are winning. That's in the second half already. And Como, they're 2-1 up against Udinese. And let's see if I can confirm that I did hear officially that Dele Alli has confirmed himself, I believe, to Como. And remember, the manager of Como is Cesc Fabregas. So if you don't know that, the Italian football side called Como, the manager there is called Cesc Fabregas, and he has, I believe, Dele Alli there. He's not playing today, so I'm not sure why. But he's on the books there for Como. They're winning 2-1, and this is a table. Let's see where they are in the table. They're mid-table. They're in 13th, so he's doing well. He's drawn 1, lost 1, drawn, lost. So he's doing well there, says Fabregas. And this is something that Mikel Arteta didn't do. He didn't go to a football club where, like Como, and learn his trade. Says Fabregas is doing it in the Italian league, but Mikel Arteta is literally doing his apprenticeship as a coach and as a manager at a big name club like Arsenal, who used to win Premier League titles left, right, and centre, League Cups, FA Cups. I think they've won the most FA Cups, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. And they usually used to be in there and thereabouts in the latter stages of the UCL. You learn your trade as a coach and as a manager by going to leagues like La Liga and like what Cesc Fabregas is doing right now for Como. And Arteta hasn't done that. And they'll never win anything with him. And it's just the pennies dropped. The moment that he started blaming the football design, I was like, their fans are going to say, look, we're paying the highest power tickets there. And, you know, Udinese, they're scoring, getting one back there on 15-minute Parejo for Udinese there. So there is some other matches going on today. But Vista versus Casapia. That's in the Portuguese Premier League. But back to the second half is on its way. The players have come out now for the second half. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace's Chelsea 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. My prediction was a Chelsea 2-0 win today, but because I don't want them to have a defensive debacle problem. I mean, if Wolves win at the Bridge today because of defensive problems, they're going to pick up the phone and call for Mark Guiu, and if they don't have enough attacking threat, they're going to go for Ebrieze as well. And I'm going to be fuming with this. Chelsea fans, don't do that to me, please. Just don't, you know what I mean? Just taking liberties and it's taking liberties. Why does it sign me out? I can't see the match because it's logged me out. Right, there we go. I think that's back on now. It is now. No, I've lost about a minute into the stream there. Please hit a like. Help me get to 5 likes or 10 likes if you can in the chat. It helps bring new subscribers into the chat. It is Chelsea 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. I predicted Chelsea to win 2-0. I thought if they get a goal in, they should go in for the second goal. But I think that's their Achilles heels. And their opponents know that. They know that if Chelsea score against us, do you know what? We just roll up our sleeves and we go in and we get an equaliser. And that's what everyone seems to do against Chelsea. I don't know the answer why that's happening. I'm not a Chelsea fan. I wish a Chelsea fan could just explain to me why is it the case that they go ahead in the Premier League, in a match, and then they concede one like a few minutes later. How did they not see that out, at least to half-time 1-0? I have to ask the question. I don't know the answer to that, but I tell you what, credit to Wolverhampton Wanderers in the slow build-up play, causing problems to Chelsea, and they've got their desserts. I can't. Here we go. Second half, Enzo Maresca there on his touchline with his blue bomber jacket on. I'm on 46 minutes, so you guys are going to be well ahead of me. Here we go. And there is this. It is now Chelsea there on the back foot there. Let me just get sure. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Gonna have a biscuit. Chalobah back to Sanchez. He's playing in a different position in comparison to us because Chelsea are not playing 3 at the back. He's playing at the back. And Caicedo now in the ball out to the right-hand side. Madueke into the Wolves penalty area. Oh, he's lost the ball there. And Wolves now playing the ball out in please hit the like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I am on 47 minutes and a half. But if you're ahead and you want to put anything in the comments, by all means do so. I need as many people to do stuff in the chat. That'll be helpful. Cole Palmer. Why is Cole Palmer playing so deep? And it's a Madueke crosses the ball. Mark Cucurella in the penalty area. And now Pedro Neto crosses it in. No Chelsea player there to header the ball in. What is going on? What is going on? No wonder some of the Chelsea fans were after Jean-Philippe Mateta. If JP was playing up there, they would have scored their second goal there for Chelsea. Real talk. It's just Nicholas Jackson out wide. Oh, that's a foul on the Chelsea player. And no, the referee's not having none of it. He's thinking the Chelsea player has dived. There's Marco Cucurella on the ball. And Wolves losing the ball and forces... and now Chelsea on the way. Cole Palmer on the wall. Palmer on the wall in the middle of the park. Puts it out wide there to Madueke. Madueke has a shot. And that's a good save there by Jasa. Jose Sa. Madueke. Good opportunity there by Madueke. Madueke there. I like Madueke. I think some Chelsea fans don't like Madueke, but I think he's a good player. I don't know why. Here's Wolves on the attack. Ball through the lines. A corner to Wolves. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace's Chelsea 1, Wolves 1. And there's a corner for Wolverhampton Wanderers on 49 minutes. And here we go. There's some pushing and shoving in the penalty area. And Marco Cucurella there trying to push It's a good. There's a lot of shuffling and pushing in there, and the ball comes in. Oh, side netting. Oh, side netting. Could that have been the second goal for Wolves? I tell you what, the Wolves away fans at the bridge, I can hear them. They're encouraging their players to go in for the second goal at the bridge. There's Chelsea on the break. Madueke on the ball. Good ball there. And here is Nicholas Jackson, and he's offside. Oh, come on. You've got to stay onside there. Nicholas Jackson caught offside. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. It is still Caicedo on the ball. Literally, Caicedo is literally playing in the defence, in the back four. He's a midfielder. He's not playing in a number 8 position. I've seen him. He's too deep. Literally. Steve says, at this rate, will not be surprised to see Wolves goal. Absolutely right. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely right. You're spot on. I'm on 51 minutes. Here's Mark Cucurella on the ball. Cole Palmer to Neto. Neto on the ball. Neto on the ball. Neto on the ball. Crosses it into Cole Palmer in the penalty area for Chelsea. He has a shot, but it gets blocked. There's Neto on the ball. Neto on the outside of the Wolves penalty area. Chalobah, Chalobah there. Gets the ball. He's out of position now. Chelsea. Now Wolves are trying to break away, and Reece James they're getting the ball, and here's Cole Palmer on the left hand. It's all down the left hand side for the Chelsea players. Cole Palmer there on the left hand side, just outside the Wolves penalty. And then here is Traveller. Link up their play, and this is Pedro Neto there. Cole Palmer to Mark Cucurella crossing the ball in over to the back post, and there's Madueke. And he's given the ball away in the penalty area. He gets it back. He heads it. And here is Neto with a header. But Jose Sarr saving the ball for Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'll tell you something. Chelsea are trying to walk the ball in, control the ball, but it's all happening down the left-hand side. There's no counter-attack from Chelsea. I'm not sure what they said to them. PSG, Man City game I'm going to watch on Wednesday. Yeah, definitely. There's some big up games. I'll check them out in a minute. And there's some good matches there. Real talk. And there's Trevor Chalobah there back in Chelsea colours. And he's playing quite forward at the moment. Helping out. And I saw a replay of that goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And I think there was a foul there. But a goal's a goal, I suppose. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. It is Chelsea 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 5 likes. And there's a cross in for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And there's Sanchez grabbing the ball, who throws the ball out with both hands out to Madueke. Madueke on the left-hand side now. About 5 minutes ago, he was on the right-hand side. I'm going to put this here. And I've got some popcorn here. I'll put it there so everybody can see. Make sure you eat and drink while you watch your football. It is not just a watch along. It's not just a watch along. You can eat and drink while you got some popcorn here. Sweet and salty popcorn, by the way. And Madueke on the ball on the right hand side. He's smothered. Good defending by Wolverhampton Wanderers. Chelsea can't make any breakthrough past the defending of Wolverhampton Wanderers. And what's happening now? The Wolverhampton Wanderers, what Wolverhampton Wanderers are doing is that every time the ball goes out to the wide positions, they're bringing an extra player in to cut down the spaces for any. Madueke now in the penalty area. Again, it's Madueke, Cole Palmer, and they had 5 Wolves players surrounding them. And that is what Wolves are doing successfully very well. They're stopping Chelsea from crossing the ball over into dangerous places. And Enzo Maresca there. This game could go either way. Absolutely, Steve. I absolutely agree with you. Having said that, I would say that if somebody does score, I think there might be an equaliser again. So it could end up in a Desmond Tutu. Real talk. And here we go. So Wolves on attack. Wolves there. And they're playing into the ball infield. They're playing out to the left-hand side now. Wolves very much needing the points for very different reasons. And the Cunha on the ball for Wolves. Good attacking play there here by Wolves. Good build-up play. And this is why Chelsea are vulnerable in defending, because their defenders just stand in the line and they don't go in. They don't go to press the ball that's coming across to them to defend it. And the opposition are playing in front of them. But this is in the penalty area. This is where it's dangerous. And this is why they're conceding goals after they go ahead. This is Reece James there on the right hand side of Chelsea. He just whiffs the ball up the line. He does. I have to say, Reece James, he does look like he's carrying a bit of timber. I mean, literally, he looks bigger than me. Real talk. So maybe he's eating too much popcorn while he was off. I don't know. What do you think? There's a ball over the top, and it's Wolverhampton running. Oh, and Sanchez comes out and takes the ball off the Wolves Strand-Larsen, and this is Caicedo now. Caicedo literally playing as a centre back there, and this is Neto on the ball. Neto on the ball on the left hand side. Neto on the ball again, all down the left hand side. Neto on the ball. Neto on the ball on the left hand side of Chelsea, just outside the. Now he's going trying to play the ball for the middle. He's lost the ball. Neto was trying to do it all on his own, and he's lost the ball. And his Wolves on the counter attack. His Wolves in the middle of the park. He's got the ball, and it's Dewsbury-Hall there, and Wolves are still on the ball, and referee, that's a foul. Surely this Chelsea player needs to get booked, and that is that's Joao Gomes versus Dewsbury-Hall, and Joao Gomes had this is Joao Gomes of Wolverhampton Wanderers had Dewsbury-Hall in his pocket. Real talk. Dewsbury-Hall had to foul him and then land on top of him. It's all kicking off. What is going on with these Chelsea fans? Why is it that your team goes ahead with 1 goal and they can't go for a second goal? And the Wolves players are allowed to come back at them, get an equaliser, and now, in my opinion, they look more likely to score. There's Enzo Maresca, Sancho. Sancho should have started from the beginning. In my opinion. You can tell that this is going to be a game breaker. I reckon Sancho will come in and he'll do something. Enzo Maresca, with all those millions and millions of pounds of players on his bench, the rest of them are still squashed in the changing room, because there's not much room in the Chelsea changing room at the Bridge. Here's Wolves on a free kick on 59 minutes. Ball goes over, and Dewsbury-Hall there headering the ball away. And this is Wolves now playing the ball back all the way to their keeper. And here is I think they need to bring on Jadon Sancho. I think Enzo Maresca needs to bring Jadon Sancho. And here is Wolves on the ball. Mark Cucurella there is trying to defend the ball in there. And there is, they lost the ball. Wolverhampton Wanderers lost the ball. It's Mark Cucurella. Big up to you, Steve. And it's Mark Cucurella there. Cole Palmer on the ball. I am on 59 minutes, 37 minutes. And the ball goes out to the right-hand side. Before it was all on the left-hand side, is Madueke. Madueke crosses the ball in. Cucurella! Mark Cucurella! There you go! Mark Cucurella is going like this. He's a wind-up merchant. Mark Cucurella has just scored the equaliser for Chelsea. And I'll tell you something. Why wasn't there a Chelsea number 9 or a number 10 in that position? It was Mark Cucurella. We all know where he plays. He's a defender. He's a left-back. What is a left-back doing all the way up there? And the Chelsea left-back wanders all the way up into a 9 position. That's telling you something, Chelsea fans. You need a number 9 or a number 10 up there. And he's given no one on him. He didn't have no one with him. Chelsea equaliser, big up to Steve. SC says, Golato! And the Chelsea have equalised with a player that I don't like. Mark Cucurella has. And that's a header on by Dewsbury-Hall there onto Cucurella. So literally, 2 defensive players have just made that happen. And Mark Cucurella there getting in all the time in the world. Mark Cucurella was in that penalty area for Wolves. He could have sat down, had all these biscuits, had a cup of tea, and then got up and then had a shot. 65 for Chelsea. Mark Cucurella, whom I don't like. And here comes the substitution here. And Neto is off. And Sancho is on. And this could be this is the thing. Wolves don't have the opportunity to take somebody off of the value of Neto off the pitch and bring someone whom they're paying the salary of the likes of Jadon Sancho. They don't have that. So this is where it all counts. Jadon Sancho should have started, in my opinion. He gives a different essence to the transitional defence to attack for Chelsea, in my opinion, down that left-hand side. It's Cole Palmer on the ball with 61 minutes. He's had his pocket pick there, but he did have 2 players around him. Here's Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, this is my question to Chelsea fans out there. You've gone ahead for the second time in this match. Chelsea fans out there, are you actually going to ask your players to go and get the 3rd goal? Or are you going to wait for Wolves to get an equaliser again? What is going on here? I don't want Chelsea to have a barmy of defensive problems today, because I know they'll pick up the phone and make an order on Uber for Mark Guiu. And you can't have Mark Guiu, Chelsea fans. I'll tell you a big talk. I'm telling you something. Chelsea fans out there, you cannot have Mark Guiu and you cannot have Ebrieze. And here he said, Trevor Chalobah on the ball. And big up to you, Shay Arsenal. Good evening. I hope you're all well. Big up to Shay Arsenal in the chat. These Chelsea fans, man, they're doing my head in. They're doing my nutting. Real talk. They're going to pick up the phone and call for Mark Guiu or Ebrieze, and they can't have him. Big up to Shay Arsenal. He says, big up. And Shay Arsenal also says, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new here. Shay Arsenal, man, you knock me over every time you come in and do that. Shay Arsenal, a big cheers to you. Thank you very much for doing that. And there's a biscuit for you and some popcorn. Remember, you can eat and you can drink while you watch your football. Big up to you, Shay Arsenal. I need it. 2-2, and you said 1-1. There you go. Shay Arsenal is always right. I predicted Arsenal to lose last game, and they went and they got a result. So well done to them. And it's Mark Cucurella on the ball. Big up to Shay Arsenal. I'm going to pin your comment if I can find out to do it again. This mouse is doing my head in, but it is what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to charge it or something. Where's Shay Arsenal? And he's going for a Chelsea 2-2. And he said, yeah, I agree. Let me just pin this. Shay Arsenal. I need Chelsea to be... Yeah, how do I pin that? There it is. There it is. Big up to Shay Arsenal. Thank you for doing that. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new here. Thank you very much. And I'll tell you something. This is Chelsea now on a set piece. Will they go ahead and score? Will they go ahead and score? They are now second time they're in the league. This is Cole Palmer. What are they doing? They're just having a conversation there. Cole Palmer is playing basketball with the football. I'm on the 64 minutes. Big up to you, ST. Big up to you coming to it. Cole Palmer's got a free kick here. He's finally going to take the free kick. I have Chelsea overtaken Arsenal as the set-piece merchants. Will they score from this set-piece? Let's have a look. Cole Palmer, ball goes in. Oh, a free header. What did I just say? Chelsea are the new set-piece merchants of London. They've taken it off Arsenal. Madueke, who I said is a very good player, he's just scored the third goal. And big up Shea Arsenal. My prediction's in my mind. I'll tell you, man, Shea Arsenal, my prediction was Chelsea 2, Wolves 0. That went out the window a long time ago. And this is Cole Palmer here with Madueke there getting a free header. Oh, that's a terrible defending. No one. That is a simple ball to defend against. No one on the near post for Wolves. And I think Madueke's nicked the goal. Who headed it? I think Madueke nicked that goal off somebody because that was going in. And I tell you something, Trevor on the assist. Let's have a look. Trevor Chalobah with the corner. That's what he did for us. And Madueke headering. Textbook winner. That's what Trevor Chalobah. Big up to you, Damo. 1168. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. And Chelsea fans, you cannot have Jean-Philippe Mateta. You can't have Mark Guiu or Ebrieze. Real talk. It is now Chelsea 3, Wolves 1. And I'll tell you something, Wolves fans out there, you cannot defend set pieces like that. You've got to have someone with the flight of the ball attacking the ball. Unbelievable. Big up to Damo 1168. He's absolutely spot on. And ST is saying Golazzo. And Chelsea are now have become the set piece merchants of Premier League football. They've taken the mantle off the Arsenal fans. Now Chelsea are scoring from set pieces. But I have to say, that was my question, is it? I asked Chelsea fans out there to ask their players, why is that? Every time they go ahead in a Premier League fixture, they then don't go for a second goal and a third goal and a fourth goal. Because I said at the beginning of the season, and people were thinking, this guy's lost his shirt. I haven't. I said it at the beginning of the season, and my prediction, I says, watch it. Watch for Chelsea. If Chelsea get their act together, this season, there could be the little dark horse cancer in there, in the background. This Chelsea side could up there and upset Liverpool and City at the end of the season for the Premier League. I said it then, and I'm saying it now, and people were like, "This guy." I tell you something, Chelsea are the dark horse to give Slot, because Slot hasn't been Arnold Slot at Liverpool hasn't been challenged, right? He's had a bit of a wobble. I'm calling him now Mr. Blobby. Real talk. No, real talk. And this is big up to Damo. It's clearly pointing out is Trevor there with the assist for with Madueke there. I think that ball was going in anyway. I think Trevor Chalobah's header there was already going in, but Madueke there, he just made sure that of what's going on. And it is now Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Now, I have to say this. I'm not trying to jinx it for the Chelsea fans out there, but we're only on 67 minutes. I'm on 67 minutes. I expect you lot are on maybe 70 minutes. I have to say, it is Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. And that's what Chelsea needed to do, but they didn't do that at the beginning of the season. And here's Chelsea again, here now with Jadon Sancho on the left-hand side on 68 minutes. Jadon Sancho on the ball, Sancho on the ball. Why did Manchester United not find a way to play Jadon Sancho? Jadon Sancho on the ball, Jadon Sancho on the ball, Jadon Sancho on the ball, ex-Manchester United player. Oh, he's still a Manchester United player, but they're paying his wages. And here he is walking into the penalty area of Wolves. Oh, but he got smothered there. It's Cucurella. Cucurella is literally playing as a left winger, and then number 9 as well sometimes. And Cole Palmer's just been chopped up by the Wolves player. Is he all right? I'll tell you something. If Cole Palmer's down injured, Cunha's saying, no, it wasn't me, mate. And there you go. Big up to everyone in the chat. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can in the chat. There's Cole Palmer on the ball. Cole Palmer, now he got chopped up there. He got his left foot chopped up. Now, there's about 20 minutes to play left in this match. Can Chelsea now, if Chelsea concede another goal in the next 5 or 10 minutes, there you go. Oh, here we go again. Probably the Chelsea fans would say. I don't want the Chelsea fans to have a bad day in defending. I said that today because they're gonna make an order on my Guiu. Real talk. I'm really worried. It's Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Here's a free kick for Chelsea. I am on 69 minutes. Reece James over the ball. So it's Cole Palmer. It's Reece James, the captain for Chelsea. Is he carrying a bit of timber? He's actually carrying a bit more weight than I am. Real talk. Seriously, I think he's been eating too many biscuits while he's been off. I know he's a tall player, but he's also carrying timber with him. And there's Caicedo getting a yellow card. Should Caicedo have been that have been a red card? Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. I think the Chelsea fans have listened to me. I was asking earlier on, why is it that when they go ahead, they don't go for a second and a third? Now they've got a 2-goal gap against Wolverhampton Wanderers. As the ball's gone out the... Shots on goal. Chelsea have had 7. Wolves only 1, but they scored 1. On 71 minutes, Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Another Chelsea player's just... Dewsbury, they fall on the floor. The moment you touch a Chelsea player now, they'll think, it's your chin. I can go down and get a free kick now. Over I go like a salmon on the bridge, on the football pitch at the bridge. That's what they'll do. There's a triple Wolverhampton Wanderers substitution coming on. There's 3 players coming on for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Can they do it? Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Help me get to 10. Help me get to 10 likes if you can in the chat, and also help me get to 2,000 subscribers if you could. Reece James is going to take the and there's Reece James taking the free kick there. They're looking more comfortable now, I have to say. Chelsea and Jed and Sancho came on, and they look a bit more balanced. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. Make sure you eat and drink. I'll say cheers to everyone in the chat. Remember, you can eat and drink while you watch your football. It's not just watching football. Cool, that's really hard, guys. I nearly lost a tooth there. Now, can Chelsea hang on? Because if they concede and leave 10 minutes and they're only 1 goal behind, 1 goal ahead, I should say, it's going to be absolute scenes. Chelsea 1. They are putting the chat is on 74 minutes. It is Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Madueke there, losing the ball there. Here comes a triple substitution for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, what's going to happen? Andres coming off. Belgrade coming on for Wolves. Sarabia coming off. And Guedes coming on for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And also, I missed the other ones, but there is 3 coming off and 3 coming on for Wolves. I am on 70, coming up to 75 minutes, but you lot probably a bit ahead of me. Can Wolverhampton Wanderers get one back and in the last 10 minutes go for an equaliser? Anything can happen. I don't think so. I think Chelsea will hold this one out, but they've made it hard work for themselves. It's just bad defending from Wolves to allow those 2 goals that they've just recently. Here's Wolves now on the attack on the left-hand side. Reece James. He's just fouled the Wolves player. Why isn't he getting booked? Double substitution for Chelsea now. Look. There is literally no room at the bridge. That the players that are warming up, they're actually in the tunnel. There's no room anywhere else. There's literally no room there. And there's Wolves with a cross here on 75 minutes. Oh, but that's a goal kick for Chelsea. Please hit a like and subscribe at JLC Palaces. Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. And here is the double substitution for Enzo Maresca. He's now taken off Reece James. The captain is coming off. He's giving the armband to Caicedo. And I have to ask the question, as I asked before, is Reece James, there's his sister there, Lauren James, brilliant footballer. And Reece James there coming off. And is Reece James carrying a bit too much timber? Is he overweight? He looks bigger than me. Real talk. Has he been eating too much? And also, they said Disasi coming on for Reece James. And Dewsbury-Hall coming off. And Gusto coming on for Chelsea. So 2 very excellent players there. Gusto and Disasi coming on for Chelsea. And there's going to be some players. Disasi has been rumoured. Gusto has been rumoured to maybe even been going on loan somewhere else. Millions and millions of pounds of players coming off the bench for Chelsea. This is something that Wolves can't afford. This is the levels of different things. But they just didn't. It's just bad defending. This could still have been 1-1. Bad defending by Wolves. But it's Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. And it's Marco Cucurella on the ball in the middle of the park. He's now playing as a number 8. Marco Cucurella, I've seen him play today as a left back, that's where he should be playing. He's been playing in a number 8. He's now playing. He scored the goal in a number 9 position. His goal. And now he's playing as a number 8 as well now. He's like all over the park. And here's the ball up now to Jackson on the ball. Jackson against 1-on-1. Oh, there it is. There it is. Nicholas Jackson has just scored. Nicholas Jackson scored the 4th goal. And is he offside? Is he offside? Oh, this lad. I'm sorry, Chelsea fans. That's another time that Nicholas Jackson has been caught offside. The lad can finish. The man can play football, but he doesn't know. Can someone needs to tell this Chelsea player, Nicholas Jackson, that there is an offside rule. Just stay onside and then make a run. You've got the legs. You've got the pace. Good defending by Wolves. He took it. He took his chance. He took the chance. The flag did go up. That should have been Chelsea's 4th. All he had to do was just stay online. I'm on 78 minutes, or coming up to 79 minutes. This is Wolves on the left-hand side here now. It's Cunha on the ball for Wolves. Cunha on the ball. Good ball through the lines. Get in the box. Oh, Marco Cucurella cutting the ball out there. And, that's a shame there. Oh, he's lost the ball. Nicholas Jackson's losing the ball. And there's Wolves on the attack. Oh, that's a foul. That's got to be a yellow card. How is that not a yellow card against the Chelsea player? This referee is helping the Chelsea players. Real talk. Oh, what a goal. Oh, nearly. That was nearly a good angle there, shot. Good save by Sanchez. How is that not a corner? How is that not a corner? No, I'm sorry. That's a goal kick. Let me have a look at this. He touched it with his hand. That's a corner. That's a corner. How is that not a corner? Oh, it is a corner. All right, I take it back. I take it back. Unbelievable. I don't know what these referees are doing in their own time. Real talk. Let's not go into that. Please hit a like and subscribe at JLC Palace. Chelsea 3, Wolves 1. I'm coming up to 80 minutes. And it's a corner here for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Remember, Chelsea conceded from here. The referee's having a word with someone. Cucurella getting a telling off there by the referee. It's Cucurella. Cucurella is a wind-up merchant. Yeah, big up to Steve. Yeah, they are playing well now. And it's just Wolves' bad defending. That third goal should never have to happen. Please hit a like and subscribe at JLC Palace's Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Can Wolverhampton Wanderers in the last 10 minutes get one back and make it nice and tasty? And there's also added time as well. There might be about 4 or 5 minutes of added time. So a good 15 minutes still to play. And big up to Steve RFC says Chelsea seem to be good and Wolves could go down. If they keep defending like this, they will. To me, Chelsea are winning 3-1, but they haven't got out of second gear yet. And that's the thing. If they get their act together, they could really make a challenge to Liverpool. And as an outsider looking into the squad in depth, they've got really good technical quality players there. And they've got a good manager. Can he do it? Can he get it done? They've just recalled Trevor Chalobah, who actually nearly scored, but Madueke took the ball off him and he scored for him. So, Steve RSC, you're absolutely right. But this is the difference. When Chelsea go ahead in a league, they need to score another goal, like 2-goal difference from the other team. Otherwise, they seem to crumble. The reason why they come now is they've done the throw-in, but they're doing their substitution. Double substitution coming on for Chelsea. How many subs have Chelsea just had? Have they had more than 5? Have they got different rules? How many subs are they allowed? Are they allowed more subs than us? Everybody else? Here is Wolverhampton Wanderers on the right-hand side. Look, Semedo on the ball. Oh, blocked. And Semedo back on the ball. Good holding of the ball there, Nicholas Jackson, but he loses it. Wolves are still trying to get balls whipped in from the front to stretch them from the wing side, and get balls whipped in. Marco Cucurella is now on the right-hand side of the pitch, and here's a mistake. And here's Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Sanchez makes a good save. And this is on 82 minutes, coming up to 83 minutes. Wolves on the attack on the left-hand side. Marco Cucurella is now playing on the right-hand side. He's been all over the place today. And here's a ball over the top. That's got to be one goal. Oh, why did he score? Wolves are making opportunities here on the 83 minutes. Why haven't they scored another goal? And oh my God, that's a foul there. That's a foul. All right, whatever. I'll tell you what, Wolves could have just pulled a goal back there on 83 minutes. And Joao Felix. Cole Palmer is coming off. Cole Palmer's coming off, and they're bringing Joao Felix back on. And Madueke is coming off. And millions and millions of pounds of players on their bench. And Madueke is coming off. And coming on from Madueke, and Tariq George coming on. You know what? Tariq George, the sub that's just come on for Chelsea, he's got a facial expression. It looks very much like Bukayo Saka. of Arsenal. He's got the same cheekbones, everything. He just looks exactly like him. But here's Wolves. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Palace's Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. And now, can Wolves just nick a goal back and make it a bit more interesting towards the end of the game? Here is now Jadon Sancho on the ball. Lonely from Manchester United. Oh, he's just been hit in the face. That's a foul. Odegaard just slapped him in the face. And it's like, what? I didn't mean to do that. Let's have a look. Jadon Sancho down the ball. Oh. A little, just past. Jadon Sancho just had a nutmeg on him. But then, please hit a like and subscribe. That was an eye poke. Sancho just nutmegged one of the Wolverhampton Wanderers players, and he got an eye poke for his goods. Remember that Jadon Sancho is a Londoner. He was brought up in Kennington. That's the area where the Oval is, near the cricket ground, the Oval cricket ground. That's called Kennington. And he's from Kennington, Elephant and Castle area. He's a South Londoner. So he knows this area very well, London. So it's coming up to 86 minutes. It's Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Mark Cucurella dives into the air and lands on the floor, on the pitch, like a salmon. He's asking for a free kick. He's such a wind-up merchant. How is that a foul? How is that a foul? He never touched you. He jumps over the player. The player never touched him, and he's calling for a free kick for Chelsea. And please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Palace if you can. Help me get to 10 likes. I think it's going to end Chelsea 3, Wolves 1. I'm just glad that Chelsea didn't have a defensive madness because I'm worried that Chelsea might pick up the phone and start ordering for Mark Guiu or even like have a little nibble at Ebrieze as well, or even JP. Here is Jadon Sancho on the ball. I think Enzo Maresca should always start with Sancho on the left-hand side. Neto is Pedro Neto is a good player, but Jadon Sancho is a better player in my opinion. He has more in his toolbox. It's just my view. I'm just bemused why Manchester United fans couldn't make that work for him at Manchester United. Trevor Chalobah, it looks like he's going to make the 90 minutes playing for Chelsea. Coming up to 90 minutes is Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Palace if you are new. For me, Chelsea are deserving the winners of this match. But the goals that Wolves conceded, especially the second and the third one, was just terrible defending. And it wasn't because the opposition had millions and millions of pounds worth of talented football players. It's just basic defending. And I have to say, Wolves could have done better in this time. They've had the opportunities and defensive-wise. But then, of course, Chelsea were vulnerable as well. Once they went ahead 1-0, they couldn't make it to half-time for it to be 1-0 to them. They conceded one. So Wolves got at them. But in the second half, their defensive frailties let them down. Still 1-0 to Dundee, the draw after the game in the Scottish Cup. I might go into that. Chelsea are up to 4th place now on 40 points. And Wolverhampton Wanderers are on 17th place on 16 points. Make no mistake about it. the net spend in transfers in comparison of Chelsea versus Wolverhampton Wanderers is not on the same level. But with that said, Wolves are now under attack now. Can they nick another goal back here? Here we go. And here is Wolves. Go down for the penalty. Oh, I would have went down for a penalty. The Strand-Larsen there. Not clinical enough, but he did get it on target. Good play ball through the lines there. And, yeah, it was never going to be Sanchez there. And that is a foul now on the Chelsea player here on 90 minutes. A yellow card going out to a Wolves player. I don't know who that is. Semedo. That's Semedo. Semedo getting a yellow card. Oh, yeah, no, he just tripped him up. Now he's gone over 5 yellow cards now. So he's going to... Semedo, they're picking up 5 minutes. 5 minutes of added time to be played. And I think Wolves... I think they lost. It's just terrible defending. They'll be disappointed because I think they might have felt that they could have got a draw out of this game. Not a win, but certainly a draw. And it's just bad defending. But Chelsea, to their credit, they've managed to not just score 1 goal. They managed to score another 2 goals, and that's what's needed them. And this Sancho on the left-hand side, this is going to be the fourth. And this is Chelsea. Oh, they just missed. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Good creative work there by Jadon Sancho on the left-hand side. And I'll tell you something, Jadon Sancho, they put it on the plate there for Nicholas Jackson, and Nicholas Jackson hit it with the left foot. That means Nicholas Jackson could only hit the ball with the right, with his. He had to change feet. No, Nicholas Jackson there. No, he should have got the 4th goal. To me, looking at Nicholas Jackson, he looks too gentle as a striker. He needs to be a bit of an animal on there as a number 9. He needs to just tear it up. And he just looks too comfortable, too soft, too gentle. If you're a striker, you want to be in their face of the opposition centre halves. You want to be in their face like throughout the time. And then be clever enough to give yourself 5 yards or more when you're on the transition from defence to attack. And Nicholas Jackson, for me, he keep getting caught offside. And Wolves! Oh, Wolves nearly getting one back there, but no. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I think Wolves have caused Chelsea problems. And they've conceded more goals than Southampton. Wolves needs to find a way to stop conceding goals. If they can do that, because they are able to score goals. Look what they did against Chelsea tonight. And here is what... Oh, that's a foul. Oh, dear. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I think Chelsea have done enough here for their 3-1 win there. And I'm glad they have not had a Barmy at the back of the defence. Because if they had, they'll be picking up the phone and calling for one of my players again. So it is... I'll go, Steve, I'll go over to the other matches in a minute. Trevor Chalobah is doing a 90 minutes. The reason why he's 90 minutes, he's a 90-minute fish, because it's down to us, Palace. Real talk. And Sanchez is booked for time wasting. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I do coverage for both the Crystal Palace women, Crystal Palace men on watch-alongs when I can. Or sometimes I'm at the matches. And also I do coverage on, as you can see tonight, it is Chelsea versus Wolverhampton Wanderers on domestic competitions and also on European competitions as well. There's also a bit of wildlife in there. If you go to playlist, look at the team that you support, maybe it's there. You can see your players there arriving at Selhurst Park. And also check out, I've got a bit of wildlife in there. I've actually got some more wildlife videos to upload. I need to pull my finger on that one. And it's yeah, so please, if you can, subscribe at Diego C Palace if you're new, and also if you can, let people know that I'm out there doing work on oh, I just got a message there, and I'll deal with that in a minute. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C Palace. It is Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, and I can't thank enough all of you in the chat, and also people watching the stuff and playback, because the numbers are going up. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone. But here it looks like Chelsea are going to win this 3-1 against Wolves. Chelsea were good for their first goal. They should have scored 2 goals, but by the time they first goal, Tosin scoring the first goal for Chelsea. But then they couldn't hold up. They couldn't hold up until half-time, and they let Wolves come back at them. And in injury time in the first half, Wolverhampton Wanderers with Doherty getting an equaliser. In the second half, Chelsea came out a bit of a different animal, and Chelsea full time here is ended. Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. This is a Tosin there scoring the first goal for Chelsea there, and playing alongside there to Trevor Chalobah, and Cucurella there was literally playing in about 5 different positions throughout this match. He was all over the place. I have to say that when they played at Molineux earlier on the season, they do score loads of goals against Wolves. So, but Wolves will be disappointed in the way they conceded their second and third goal, in my opinion. Not good enough. And if they continue like that, they might go down. Real talk. That is that. That's full time now. Right, now what I'm going to do is, Steve mentioned there was some other matches going on, but in the chat I am going to put in there full time. Oh, no, it wasn't 2, it's 3-1. There you go. I'm going to put that in there so anyone can see. Yeah, as I say, I think Wolves fans will be disappointed there because the way they conceded their second, the goal scored by Cucurella, he was in the 7-yard, in the penalty area, in the 7-yard, right in front of the goal of Wolves' goal, and remember he's a left back, and he didn't have no one, not 5 yards of either side. He could Mark Cucurella, for scoring the second goal for Chelsea, could have sat down there in the penalty area, had a plate of biscuits and grapes, finished them all off, had a cup of tea, put it down, and there was not a Wolves defender anywhere near him. He had all the time in the world, get the ball, pick his bus, boosh, and Chelsea got the second goal. Bad defending. The third goal for Chelsea, it was from a set piece. No, it wasn't for a set piece. The ball came over, and what's his name? Trevor Chalobah headed it down into the ground with pace. It was going towards the Wolves goal. It would have gone in there because he beat the goalkeeper. But Madueke saw it coming across, and he thought, I love some of that. Headed it and went in for that. And Chelsea went 3-1 up. Again, bad defending from Wolves. Wolves had opportunities in the end of the first half to not just make it 1-1 at halftime. They could have gone in 1-2 up at halftime, Wolves, in my opinion. Also, why was it that Chelsea had to wait to be clawed back to a 1-1 before they actually stepped a few gears? If you look at all the substitutions for Enzo Maresca for Chelsea, literally every time he did a double substitution or a triple substitution, the value of transfer fees alone on the substitutes that he brought on each instance would outpay all the Wolves players. That is the levels of this madness of what we've got with some of these teams are up against. But I think the Wolves manager Pereira would have been disappointed, as I say, the way his players considered the second and the third goal. It didn't need to happen. just because you're playing against very good and expensive and experienced players, football doesn't change. It's basic defending. Someone should be catching the flight of the ball, and if someone's in the penalty area of your opposition, in your penalty area, make it difficult for them. Make them not just have no one around him within 5 yards to have a pop at your goalkeeper. Literally, Jose Sarr had no protection whatsoever on the second and third goal for Chelsea. So Pereira needs to fix that up, because in a way they are scoring goals. But if you look at the tables, I'm pretty sure they've actually conceded. They've got worse goal difference than I know they haven't got worse goal difference than Southampton, but that's 3 on the bounce lost for Wolverhampton Wanderers. They're still on the same points as Ipswich Town. But if they can nick a couple of draws and a win, Everton will be drawn into that easily. Everton can easily be drawn in, but that Everton win yesterday were massive 3 points for them. Right, I'm going to quickly, now that I've mentioned that, hold on a minute. I've done that. Right, okay. Please, if you can, in the chat, please help me get to 10 likes. I'll be grateful if you can. If not, I've got to thank everyone in there. I'm just going to quickly, because Steve mentioned there were some other matches on. I think they're probably all finished now, but let me just quickly check. See what's going on. Yes. Oh, in the Scottish Cup, 4th round. It didn't go to penalties. Dundee have beaten Dundee United 1-0. That's in the Scottish Cup, 4th round. And the Spanish La Liga, Villarreal 4, Mallorca 0. And Italian in the Serie A in Italia, of course, Como, and their manager, of course, is none other than Cesc Fabregas, the ex-Arsenal player. He's taken his Como side there with the 3 points there, 4-1 win over Udinese, and they are now. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because Como now are mid-table on 22 points, having played 21. They've, I think, officially now signed Dele Alli for the rest of the season. And the reason I'm mentioning is that if there's any Manchester United fans out there, any Arsenal fans, any Chelsea fans out there, if they didn't know, if you're looking to send one of your players in your squad over to any team in Europe, there is a cutoff. There is a law there that says that you're not allowed to exceed. There's a cap of how many non-EU players you can have in your squad available for your manager, and Como have now just ticked theirs by keeping Dele Alli. That's my understanding. So if you're a Manchester United fan, if you're a Arsenal fan, if you're a Manchester City fan, if you're a Liverpool fan, if you're trying to offload one of your players that you're not happy with, or they thought they may need a new challenge, out to Italy, out to France, out to Spain, you got to check to see if that club has already ticked the non-EU, if there is a slot for them to go into and negotiation. So, for example, there was rumours that Marcus Rashford might go to Barcelona, as an example, for Trent Alexander-Arnold to go from Liverpool to Real Madrid. You got to check to see if that slot has already been taken up by a non-EU player in the squad. Then you're wasting your time linking that player to that club, because unless they get offload other people, but it's just that complications. Just making people know in case they didn't know that. So well done to Cesc Fabregas there. Could he take over from Mikel Arteta? Well, he's at Como. He's doing well. He's not winning everything, but he's consistently winning more than losing. With a squad net spent considerably, a fraction of what Mikel Arteta has had over the last 4 to 5 years at Arsenal. It's just not in the same comparison. So Cesc Fabregas is doing a lot more with a lot less there. As an example, would Arsenal fans consider Cesc Fabregas as their manager? Would they consider Dennis Bergkamp? Would they consider the likes of Patrick Vieira? and we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. Napoli there are doing really well in the Serie A, and Conte there, he's unlocked McTominay, Scott McTominay, an ex-Manchester United player, and also Lukaku, an ex-Manchester United and Chelsea player. They are doing absolute bits there. I think they're going to win the Scudetto there. I think they're going to win the league there in Serie A. I think it's they can't stop. They can't stop. They just win everything at the moment. So that's an example there. Right, I'm going to quickly go to see what other matches are on. Then I'll round it off. I think there's nothing else on right now. Yeah, no, it's all finished now. Right, then I can just do the conclusion for the whole week. If anyone still there, I'm going to quickly go to. So it was there Premier League on Friday? No, there wasn't. I'm going to start on Saturday quickly, where it finished. Let me just move this over here. On Saturday the 20th, no, Saturday 18th of January, in the Premier League, it ended Newcastle United 1, Bournemouth 4. I actually predicted them to win, Newcastle United, but they've been going through such a long run of winning matches. I think it was 6 on the bounce winning. They just couldn't get it into that record of them to get the 7th. And Bournemouth, in essence, they prevented any quality service from the wing over to Alexander Isak of Newcastle. Although it was only 2-1 to Bournemouth at half time, the way that Bournemouth prevented Newcastle from their attacking wing side players coming and crossing the ball over, as I say, essentially. In essence, Bournemouth did what they did earlier in the season to Manchester City. Very effective how they played Bournemouth, and their manager and Tony Iriola, that pivot of the midfielders of Adams and Christie playing in their number 8 for Bournemouth, very effective, and Kluivert, very efficient, very good. Kluivert there, he scored. He got a hat trick. He got 3 goals, for Bournemouth, and to do that at St James's Park, especially with Newcastle having won 6 games, that's telling you've got a squad in there, quality players there by Bournemouth. So Iriola there, the Bournemouth manager, expect a very happy person there. And that ended Newcastle United 1, Bournemouth 4. Next one up is Brentford 0, Liverpool 2. I fancied Liverpool to win this match. My prediction was there for them to win it before kickoff. But I have to say, at full time, it was still 0-0. At half time, it was 0-0. Liverpool players, Arnold Slot having a bit of a wobble there, and never believe it. But who else? But Darwin Núñez there. Maybe he's found his way to shoot and and score goals in added extra time there. He scored 2 goals, making it Liverpool 2 away at Brentford. But I have to say, Brentford are going for a tough one at the moment, and I can see some of their players might even been poached by opposition Premier League clubs. It wouldn't surprise me, but probably they won't be allowed to happen. But Liverpool getting it over the line. He ended at Brentford 0, Liverpool 2. Leicester City 0, Fulham 2. Marcus Silva there, making sure that even after the 0-0 after half time, preventing Ruud van Nistelrooy's new team, because he's the manager there, from getting. If Leicester City could have just scored 1, they could have got maybe a draw out of this match, and Marcus Silva made sure that they couldn't score their position. Smith Rowe scoring in the second half, and Adama Traoré, all oiled up and with all his muscles, he scored the second goal for Fulham. And let me just see if Joachim Anderson scored. Yeah, Anderson started for Fulham there. And yeah, I think Fulham have got a very solid squad. Look what they did to Chelsea at the Bridge less than 2 weeks ago. So I think that speaks for itself. West Ham United 0. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. Crystal Palace scoring 2 goals. A finger-licking pass by Ebrieze. I'm still finger-licking pass. Ebrieze passing the ball to Jean-Philippe Mateta in the second half on 47, 48 minutes. And of course, Jean-Philippe Mateta, the president-elect, you know, Real Madrid, they might have Mbappe. We have someone better. We have Jean-Philippe Mateta at Crystal Palace. Jean-Philippe Mateta, I hope that he doesn't end up at PSG. I've been hearing of a few little whiskers, a little mouse, a little whispers, talking about PSG keeping a close eye on JP. I hope that doesn't come to anything. I don't think it will in January, but it's just whispers. And yeah, so he took it to 1-0. And then on came on Eddie Nketiah as a substitute. People say, was Eddie Nketiah really done for Crystal Palace? Well, he's doing what he can do while he gets on that pitch. He's not slouching. He's not putting in a shift, whether he's starting from the start or he's coming on as a substitute. He came on as a substitute. I think it was on 70. Let's have a look. 78. There you go. So he had a good 10 minutes. He came on 78 minutes, and within 10 minutes later, he went ahead against the West Ham United manager, against the West Ham United goalkeeper, Fabianski. And of course, Fabianski, I rate him. I think he's a really good goalkeeper. I've seen him working in front of me, training and playing live at Selhurst Park. A very good quality goalkeeper. And the only way Fabianski could stop Eddie Nketiah was to just pull his legs off him. He couldn't get to the ball while Eddie Nketiah was running at pace with him. And had Fabianski not grabbed his legs and just sort of took his legs off him in the penalty area, Eddie Nketiah would have been on goal, in my opinion. So the referee had no option but to give a penalty. When the ball was loose, then Eddie Nketiah picked up the ball, and I was going, no, not because I don't want Eddie Nketiah to score, but I'm thinking, look, we've got an informed striker. JP is the informed striker at the moment, and for me, he should be taking the penalties. And of course, Jean-Philippe Mateta, he did take the penalty, and he scored on 88, 89 minutes. That was boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. West Ham United fans in the mud. Real talk. So I was very happy with that. Looking to the post-match comments, Oliver Glasner's very happy with the clean sheet and with the effectiveness of how Crystal Palace started in that first half. He mentioned that in the pre-match interview that was done by... I've actually covered that a little bit. I did a sort of live watch-along to the pre-match. I covered that. And... we didn't score in the first half, but we started really positively. We deserved to be ahead in the first half against West Ham United. Of course, West Ham United without Bowden, they're a good player there. But I think Graham Potter's comments after the match, he did say that this match, within the timescale that he's been there as the manager, West Ham United are home against Crystal Palace in the way Crystal Palace are playing right now, with 3 at the back and just hitting the opponent left, right, and centre with good transitional defensive to attacking plays. Graham Potter saying that match was just a little bit too much for them in the timescale that he's been there as a manager. But it is what it is. It comes about now. Apparently, West Ham United have tabled a bid of around between 50 to 65 million for the Aston Villa striker. And they're willing to spend over £15 million for an offensive player, West Ham, at the moment. I don't hear Arsenal making those bids at the moment. I don't hear... you hear rumours, but West Ham apparently have made a bid for the... let me just get... I'm going to double check that it's from a good source. Just bear with me. The reason why I mentioned this is important. I'll go on to it in a minute. Yeah, it is. It is a rumor. It's not just a rumor. 57 million. This is Sky Sports. So this is a good source. I just wanted to say that before I actually announce it. And the reason why I'm mentioning this, as I'm talking about the conclusion of this weekend's fixtures, is that basically West Ham United are being confirmed with the likes of Sky Sports to say that they're going in for a £57 million for John Duran of Aston Villa. Now, that worries me because they might come after some of my players, but also have to ask the question openly: why isn't Arsenal? Why isn't Manchester United? Why isn't Tottenham Hotspur, as an example? Because they have the capability financially. Why are they not making bids? That Sky Sports or either reputable like Fabrizio Romano, why are they not saying, why is Manchester United, why isn't Tottenham Hotspur, why isn't Arsenal fans, those football clubs making £57 million bids for offensive players? But West Ham are. I mean, that has to be out there for debate. That has to be talked upon. What worries me about Crystal Palace is that people see our players getting momentum, getting good results as a team, and we have good offensive players. We've got Ebrieze, we've got, as an example, we've got JP, and I'm worried that if West Ham can find 65 mil, how much is it? How much Sky Sport has reported? Hold on. 57 mil. If West Ham United can find 57 mil, of coins in the couch, of loose pound coins there, 57 mil to bid for a striker, I'm worried still because we're only January the 20th, and teams like Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, they could have the potential to come in and bid for players of that kind of money. And I'm not looking forward to the next week or so. I can't lie. But that ended West Ham United 0, Crystal Palace 2. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. That's right, I said it. West Ham United fans, they don't like it when they lose to Crystal Palace. They're like, what is going on? They've just signed. But I tell you what, West Ham United fans, you've got a good manager in Graham Potter. Of course, Antonio, their striker, had that car accident. I hope he recovers well. And it's just one of those in the season that when things like that happen, it's they need to work at the problems, look for solutions rather than look for scapegoats. And I think West Ham United will find a solution to that with Graham Potter at the helm as their manager. I think the West Ham United players, the fans, I think they'll probably realise that. But it is what it is. Another fixture that day, it was this goes on to the thing. Here is Arsenal versus Aston Villa. I had predicted for this one an Aston Villa win because Unai Emery always seems to be, I feel, have like a mind meld, and he proved it with the result. He had the 2-2. But I always felt that Unai Emery has always got a mental overcast, an advantage over Mikel Arteta, because he knows that Mikel Arteta has not won anything with his own players. Nothing. When he won the FA Cup, that was with Unai Emery's players. And as soon as Unai Emery lifted, Arteta lifted that FA Cup trophy. Big up to you, Steve. I'm going to come to you right now. Big up to you, Steve. I hope you're well. If you're still on that bus, make sure you don't leave your phone on the bus. I don't want to get blamed for that. Oh my God. Don't tell me where you are, but just don't. You said earlier on that you was travelling, so don't leave your phone on the bus. Rangers got Queen's Park, and Celtic got Raith Rovers at home, Scottish Cup, and they're showing many of their FA Cups on TV. And Manchester United, Leicester Friday, even Crystal Palace. But okay. Oh, I might be busy this weekend, but yeah, definitely. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But it's there's a lot going on, and if it's going to be on on TV, on sort of the BBC and all that whatnot, then I'll try definitely to do watch alongs for that, because then it just makes it easy, because then where I can put the screen and everything about. But thanks for letting me know that, Steve. I really appreciate that. Absolutely. Stay safe where you are. Now, Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2. So as I was saying, I predicted Villa to win that match because of the mind meld advantage that Unai Emery has over Mikel Arteta. And the other thing I felt was because of the injuries to Arsenal, Ait-Nouri, I think he's a brilliant prospect of a footballer. I've seen him play up close at Soho's Park. I've seen him. He's a very good player. Ait-Nouri, Bukayo Saka. Of course, he is injured. Another amazing prospect of a football player there. Will he ever reach his potential at Arsenal? Probably, yes, but not under Mikel Arteta. I'm saying that as an outsider. And the reason I say that is because this is the example. Even with the injuries that Arsenal have had, I don't understand. I'm an outsider looking into this squad of Arsenal. Why did Kai Havertz start over Raheem Sterling? I would have started with Raheem Sterling and put Kai Havertz as a plan B, because he's a taller person. He has a different element to an attack towards the end of the match. But for some reason, Raheem Sterling is not rated by Mikel Arteta. But they are paying big bubble for him right now, if I'm not mistaken. They don't have a striker. There's so many Arsenal content creators out there that have called for a striker, not during this transfer window, not even the previous transfer window at the beginning of the season, but they've been calling it from the beginning of last season. Not the mid last season, but the beginning of last season, the 23-24 season. Those Arsenal content creators out there, they've been calling for that striker. But Arsenal haven't bought a striker. They've relied on Gabriel Jesus, and that's another one that's injured there. And so big up to you, Steve. Says Doncaster versus Crystal Palace on Monday. Oh, big up to you. Thank you for letting me know. And it's on ITV. Oh, definitely. I will definitely try and... I didn't even attempt to get tickets for that, because apparently, I think you or somebody told me that a Doncaster Rover Stadium has a capacity of 12,000 or 13,000. So to get an away ticket into that, it's going to be, you got to know someone at the club. You got to know one of the security or something. You got to know someone. If you know, you know. And but I'd love to be in there. So yeah, I'll try and do watch along for that. And then big up to you, Steve says 9 FA Cup games on TV, 3 on Saturday, and 12, 5 and 8 p.m. is the same week as the Scottish Cup. Oh, so that's why they're getting rid of all these Scottish Cup fixtures right now. They're getting them off out the way. That makes sense as well. Big up to you, Steve. Thank you for all that information. I will definitely, you're ahead of me there. So definitely I will pencil all that in. I'll try and do as many watch-alongs, or if I can, go to the matches where I can. So back to the Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2. So yeah, that's the thing about Arsenal. Why haven't they got a striker? There's an example where I just mentioned the match before. West Ham are making a 50... I keep forgetting, I just said it 2 seconds ago. A 57 million bid for John Duran, the Colombian international from Aston Villa. And... I'm not hearing Arsenal making bids. I'm hearing rumours of players being linked. I mean, in the transfer window, players, hundreds, not hundreds, but thousands of players are always linked to the likes of Arsenal, Manchester United, sometimes to Tottenham, but nothing concrete. But at the moment, tonight, as you are listening to me, if you're listening, there's anybody out there, West Ham, as per Sky Sports, have made a bid for John Duran, 57 mil nicker on the table. Take it or leave it. I'm not hearing Arsenal fans saying, we've just made a £16 million bid for this striker. We've not made a 55 million. We've not made a bid. And they've got the money. So I just don't understand it. And with that said, Mikel Arteta has threw underneath the bus Smith Rowe. He's just scored at the weekend, by the way. He's through underneath the bus, Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah's leaving a shift on our team when he comes on. He hasn't scored as many goals as I'd like him to score, but he's doing his job at Crystal Palace. So Mikel Arteta's apparently when Mikel Arteta lifted that FA Cup with Unai Emery's players, he says, I'm gonna unlock. I'm going to use the British talent, the youngsters here. Smith Rowe is underneath the bus. Eddie Nketiah, he's doing a job for us at Crystal Palace. He created the second goal for us, the penalty that JP scored. He's thrown him underneath the bus. But he's no longer there. Smith Rowe is at Fulham, if I'm not mistaken. And there's another one, Iwobi. He threw him underneath the bus as well. Also, he got rid of Pepe. He got rid of Lacazette, Aubameyang. Who else did he get rid of? Iwobi. I mean, the list goes on. He had a winning team there. He had a workable team there, and he's just chopped it up. And what I don't understand about the Arsenal fans is why are they not calling those things out? Because they're not paying cheap tickets to go to the Emirates. And in the FA Cup, I saw this quote from this other content creator. They said that Arsenal have been knocked out in the FA Cup since they lifted that FA Cup. They've only won 2 matches in all the FA Cup competitions in those years. And one of them was against Oxford United. Okay, let me just put this back to reality, which I don't understand as well. Arsenal, over 750 mil net spend since Mikel Arteta and Adu were taken over there. And they've not landed any trophies with that return. So bringing it back to what I mentioned just about 5 minutes ago is, why is West Ham United right now bidding for 50? I keep forgetting. I'm such a donut. West Ham United, via Sky Sports, 5 hours ago, confirmed 57 mil for a striker. And Arsenal fans out there, why are you not calling this out? I don't get it. There is some content creators out there that are doing this, but the majority are not. And I'm thinking, also Manchester United fans out there, some of you Manchester United content creators out there, you are calling out. Why is in your football club, Manchester United? Why is some of the Tottenham Hotspur content creators out there, brilliant ones out there, saying, why are we not making bids for players like West Ham United? Right? But they're not. I think it needs to be spoken about. I wish my football club at Crystal Palace could say, right, let's just get the money together. Boom. Let's make a bid for a £60 million striker. We're not in that market at Crystal Palace, but I'm absolutely ecstatic that we've got Roman Eze from Millwall. I'm absolutely buzzing. We've got a Liverpool player linked to us. We've got some other. Hopefully, we can make some more deals there. Of how we're doing what we do at Palace. But there you go. So it ended Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2. Now, I have to mention it because this match it did become a bit controversial. The Arsenal did score a third goal, but it was disallowed. Now, when I watched it live, I thought that was Arsenal 3, Aston Villa 2. I think when the ball hit Kai Havertz, I thought it came off this part of his body where my hand is sort of waving here, sort of the back of the ribs. His arm was there, but I thought the deflection of it did hit that. But then when you looked at it from another angle, you did see that it actually clearly hit the hand. So because of the trajectory of the ball was going towards goal, and it also changed, and it still went towards the goal, but the goalkeeper was already going the original way, if that makes sense, diving. I think that's where the referee, who was the referee? Chris Kavanagh and John Brooks, who was the VAR referee, said, I think that's that we can't allow that. But as I say, looking at it live, I thought that was going to be allowed because, quite frankly, always Arsenal fans at the Emirates always get VAR decisions and refereeing decisions. I mean, if you can tell me how many times Mikel Arteta actually stepped onto the pitch during this match, it will probably be nearly 3 or 4 times, and no one says anything. He's the only Premier League manager that's allowed to come out of his technical area and actually put one foot, not both feet, but one foot on the pitch, and no one says anything about it. It's even been picked up by the reporters who are reporting the game live. They're saying, "Oh look, he's back on the pitch again. He's actually playing for Arsenal." If it's not him doing that, it's his set pick coach. He's 30 yards down the line. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I always said that Arsenal was get decisions for them at the Emirates, but in this instance, I suppose the referee and the VAR VAR referees did what they had to do. They had no option. The ball hit the hand, and the third goal for Arsenal was disallowed. So it ended Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2. But then you also then have to question is they're defending to Ollie Watkins' goal, assisted by Cash, and also Tillemans' goal, assisted by Dingy. So it is what it is. So that ended Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2. That was on the Saturday, the 18th of January. Saturday's just gone by. Now, yesterday, Sunday, quickly go through them. Everton 3, Tottenham Hotspur 2. I thought Tottenham Hotspur were going to win this match. I kind of thought that David Moyes, who's the new manager at Everton, would not be able to begin to enjoy his honeymoon period, returning for the second time at Everton. I thought Tottenham Hotspur would find a response following that defeat against Arsenal before, and they just completely bottled it. I mean, at half time, it was Everton 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0, and I have to say, Tottenham Hotspur fans, I think they've got a good manager, but it's just not. Is it a mixture of their transfer dealings? Because throughout this season, I've said to myself, when I do a prediction for Tottenham Hotspur, I say, are they going to be hot or are they going to be hot? Are they going to be cold? Are they going to be hot, or are they going to be cold? And right now, they're colder than Cole Palmer's coldness. Real talk from Chelsea. I mean, it's just absolutely seeds. Yeah, as I said, I got that completely wrong. I didn't think David Moyes would be able to get a home win at Goodison Park because they lost his first match when he took over at Everton for the second time. And but at half time, it was Everton 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0. And I just don't understand Tottenham Hotspur fans why they're allowing that to continue. Yeah, I got that one wrong. He ended Everton 3, Tottenham Hotspur 2. And Tottenham Hotspur now, I can't believe it. It's not unbelievable. It's actually because of the way they're playing. This goes on to the next match, Manchester United versus Brighton. But right now, Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United, they're in the dropping zone. They're not going to go down. I'm not saying they're going to get relegated, but they're down there. And they're down there for a reason. So Tottenham Hotspur fans, I thought you were going to win against Everton and you completely bottled it. A lot of you. So I don't know how to analyse that from Tottenham Hotspur. But from Everton's side points of view, I have to say David Moyes is a veteran of organising squadding there for what's available and perhaps adding a new essence of how they train and also how they attack their next opponent. David Moyes is a very experienced manager. I think he should have been given more time at Manchester United, in my opinion. And the proof of the pudding is, look what he did at West Ham. He landed silverware in Europe. When was the last time Tottenham won silverware in Europe? When was the last time Arsenal won silverware in Europe? My Crystal Palace need to get there and win silverware. Come on, Palace, let's get into Europe and let's win some silverware. But that's my point. So David Moyes is a very good manager. And he also is a very humble manager as well. I've seen him many times come to Selhurst Park and at the end greet all the fans, even after he's had a difficult decision. He's always meeting the fans. And so there he goes. But he won 3-2 with his players. And that was a massive 3 points for Everton to climb away from the bottom three, in my opinion, where Tottenham and Manchester United I drop in like a stone. Big brings me to the next match, Manchester United versus Brighton. I've already gone into this one with the Manchester United fans because I don't ask much of Manchester United fans, but I have to say this. I asked them with pretty please, with cream on top. The only thing, just do a number over Brighton. I honestly thought that they were going to do a number over Brighton, not because I want, of course, Brighton to lose, being a Crystal Palace fan, right? And get this wonderful beach towel on its suitcase on its way to this holiday. Real talk. But I have to say, real talk. What happened with Onana in goal? I didn't watch the match live, but I watched the replay and I was thinking, what was he doing? If he sticks, if your goalkeeper Onana sticks within the sticks, stays in his goals, you've got a very good goalkeeper. But the moment that he goes out there, he's gonna do a barmy. Unbelievable. He literally left his goal post, his goal line, and left the Mickey Mouse in goal. Brighton, with Mitoma, with the likes of Minthead and Rutter, they scored 3 goals. At halftime, it was 1-1. Manchester United won, Brighton won. But in the second half, it's just absolutely shocking. I am absolutely very, very, very disappointed in Manchester United fans because all I asked of them is just to basically just do a number over Brighton. We do, and we're Palace. We always get 3 points against them. And this is at Old Trafford. Ah, dear. And I'll take my hat off to my condolences to Dennis Law, a Scottish. He played for, my understanding, he passed away this week of Manchester United. He played for Manchester City. He played for Hartlepool, I believe, Scottish international. He played against the likes of my Crystal Palace's Steve Kemba. Big up to Steve Kemba, who I managed to catch and get a selfie of him in the last home match at Selhurst Park. And it is just absolutely... I'm upset that the Manchester United fans let me down. They did not get Brighton to drop points because I need my Crystal Palace to finish above Brighton and to allow Brighton to pick up 3 points and improve their goal difference at Old Trafford. I'm sorry, Manchester. No, I'm not sorry, Manchester United fans. You and the Tottenham Hotspur fans, you both of you, the lot of you, bottled it this weekend, and you need to sharpen up. I don't think your clubs will go down. I don't think Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United will go down relegation. I don't think they will. But by all means, gee, unbelievable. Right, next one quickly. It was Nottingham Forest 3, Southampton 2. And Nottingham Forest fans, you're absolutely buzzing at the moment. If it's not Hudson-Odoi or Woods or Anderson scoring goals, it's somebody else. Gibbs White, all those, they're all scoring. They just can't find ways not to score against any opponent. Elanga, ex-Manchester United player there. Look at the numbers that he's doing there. It's like Scott McTominay at Napoli. They're doing bits. They're doing levels against whomever they've gone to work to play for and who they're playing against. The table doesn't lie. Elanga. Why did Manchester United get rid of Elanga? I don't get it. And they're fighting, they're scrambling to try and get a new left back. Not left back. A right winger. Sorry, I'll get that right. So there he goes. It's absolutely ridiculous. But well done to the Nottingham Forest fans out there. Another 3 points. Southampton, I'm not surprised that they've beaten Southampton. It was 3-0 at half-time. So Nottingham Forest, of course, at the City Ground, very strong. And I wonder if they can do it Leicester. Where are they anyway? They're up there. They're third. 44 points. They're the same points as Arsenal. Nottingham Forest are on the same points as Arsenal. You know. And they're scoring goals. They've got offensive players that can score. Now, Arsenal, without a striker, they're on the same points as them. They have got a better goal difference. Well, that kind of disproves my point in any sense, but Nottingham Forest are up there in third. Only 2 wins away from Liverpool, but of course Liverpool have got that game against Everton still to play. Ipswich Town versus Manchester City. That is Ipswich Town 0, Manchester City 6. I think they're starting to turn the corner. I don't think they've fully turned the corner into consistency at Manchester City. But I told the Manchester City fans earlier in the season, just wait until you get your players back from injury. And did Kevin De Bruyne start with them? Let's have a look. Yeah, of course he did. There, Kevin De Bruyne there starting there. Kovacic there with Gundogan there in the pivot there. And Grealish then coming on to replace Foden. Notice that Grealish has never preferred us to start the match. He's always preferred to come in as a substitute. I don't think Grealish must be showing enough in training to Pep to put him ahead of Foden. Something's going on there in the scenes, but he's not a small fry there, Grealish. So I'm worried that if they move Grealish out, they might come in for someone like some of our players at Crystal Palace, and I'm worried about that. All right, so Ipswich Town having a difficult one there, conceding 6. When you're down there in the bottom, trying to create out the relegation, and or you're getting away from it, to concede 6, it hurts. I've been there as a Palace fan. It really hurts. They just could not do at Portman Road what they did to Chelsea. Manchester City are turning the corner. They haven't fully turned the corner to just go on a non-losing streak. Remember, it's not how you start the season, it's how you finish it. And Manchester City are on an upward trajectory, in my opinion. Now, quickly then onto today, the last match, which I mentioned already, Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Chelsea scored first, and they conceded 1 goal and before half-time. So they just couldn't make that second goal. But in the second half, terrible defending by Wolverhampton Wanderers. And for me, I think their manager, Vitor Pereira, he'll be disappointed how they conceded the second and third goal. Because without those 2 mistakes, I think they could have got a draw out of this. They could have got a point out of this at the bridge. But then, yeah, that's the way I see it. So for me, Chelsea have done very well today. Trevor Chalobah doing 90 minutes there. And literally, with Trevor Chalobah playing in the back 4 of Reece James, Tosin Adarabioyo, who scored 1 of the goals, Trevor Chalobah there, and Cucurella, with Trevor Chalobah in that back 4, basically allows, whilst they're doing from the transition from defence to attack, go and watch the match. I've just watched it live. Cucurella is the Chelsea left back. At times, I saw him playing in the number 8 position. At times, I saw him playing as a left wing back. At times, I saw him play on the right, where Madueke is. At times, and where he scored his goal, he was up there where Nicholas Jackson should have been. And he scored a goal for Chelsea. That Cucurella literally played in about 4 different positions throughout the match. And that's permitted, because of the quality of Trevor Chalobah playing alongside the likes of Tosin and Reece James. Reece James is not, I don't know enough about Chelsea, but as an outsider looking in, Reece James, at the moment, he's on 55% of capacity of what he wants to do on that pitch. He's a brilliant defender, and he is a leader on the pitch. That's why I think he's still the Chelsea captain. I could be wrong, but I think he is still the Chelsea captain. But he's not at the levels where I think he used to be back in the day. I think if you ask for a Chelsea fan, they'll tell you that, truthfully. So as an outsider looking in, with Reece James getting those levels up, Tosin Adarabioyo Adarabioyo and with Trevor Chalobah, that gives Mark Cucurella a player that I don't like. He's so annoying to watch. He's just a wind-up merchant. But he's a very technical, clever little rascal. That's what I call him. I'm going to call him Little Rascal because that's what he is. And today, as I say, I saw him play against Wolverhampton Wanderers in the 9 position, in the number 8 position. That's a left winger and that's a right winger at a time. He was all over the shop and he's able to have that freedom on the pitch against any opponent. Whether he can do that, okay, tonight it was against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Whether he'll be allowed to have that kind of a freedom, whether Enzo Maresca will allow him to have that kind of a freedom, playing the likes up against Arsenal, against Liverpool in the European competition. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he will. So he'll probably stick in his position there. I think Dewsbury-Hall and Caicedo did okay today. But at time, Andre and Joao Gomes there with a link up there with Matthew Cunha and the forward player for Wolverhampton Wanderers, Strand-Larsen, I think they caused Chelsea some questions there, especially towards the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half. But just 2 terrible defending there. And if you look at the substitutions or the double substitutions, the first double substitutions from Enzo Maresca was on. No, first of all, he changed Sancho with Neto. For me, I think Jadon Sancho is levels above Pedro Neto, and it showed. I think once he came on, I think that's a no-brainer. Pedro Neto is a good player, but Sancho it's just technically he's got more tools in his box there against any opposition that he's playing at. He doesn't fear anyone, and they know about him. Why Manchester United fans couldn't make that work with him at his football club, I don't know. I don't know the answer, but all I know is that was a big mistake because look what's the lad doing there at Chelsea. He's doing a number there, and he should be starting for Chelsea over Pedro Neto. And then there was a double substitution of Disasi, another brilliant prospect of a player coming on for Reece James, and also Gusto came in for Dewsbury-Hall. Gusto's another really good player there, I think, for Chelsea. So competition for key places there. And then another double substitution, Joao Felix coming on for Cole Palmer, and George, the youngster, coming on for Madueke. So that's why I said at the beginning of the season, that's why I thought Chelsea, if they get their act together, and I'm still keeping on that, they could really give Liverpool something to think. Big up to Steve on the chat. He says, what Champions League and Europa games are you looking forward from Tuesday till Thursday? Big up to you. I know you mentioned that. Absolutely. I'm glad you reminded me on that. And I totally forgot because you did mention it. I do apologize. Right, here we go. Let me go back into the pop-up fixtures because at the moment I'm only looking at Premier League fixtures. So let me just have a little back stretch there. My back is killing me there. You guys are letting me eat too much. Look at that, Steve. Look at everybody in the chat. I do say eat along and drink along responsibly. And since doing content creation, I'm eating too much. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. No one gives you a manual when you start doing this stuff. No one tells you anything. You ask someone a question, it goes from one, it goes out the other. Real talk. I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. Hello, everybody. Anyway, Steve says, what Champions League and Europa League games are you looking forward to from Tuesday till Thursday? Listen, I'm telling you, this is the thing. I think that's why Jadon Sancho didn't start today for Enzo Maresca. But as I say, right, going back into the question, how do I do it? So I've got to go there. Okay, so Tuesday. Let me just take a drink because I am thirsty. It does make you thirsty, this stuff. Shoot, I nearly spoiled it. Cheers to everyone in the chat, and please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. But thank you. Cheers to everyone in the chat for the support on the channel. It means a lot. Believe me. Thank you very much. Oh, Steve, you're a legend for mentioning that. I'm going to probably go on now for until about midnight now, talking about this. But big up to you, Steve. You're an absolute legend. Tomorrow, UEFA Champions League. Champions League! Anyway, here we go. I would just love it for my Crystal Palace to get into the Champions League. Oh man, I do the things I'd do for that. The things I'd do just to go and watch my Palace in the Champions League. I don't care where I stood in the stadium, you know. But there you go. UEFA Champions League stage tomorrow. I've got to clean my glasses because I got a smudge and it's doing my nut. I hate it when I got a smudge on my glasses. I'm just coming because from this distance I can't see Jack. Literally. So I'm coming. Just bear with me, please, I should say. Don't know what I'm allowed to say or not to say, but there you go. I'm glad STE is not in the chat. Oh my days. Right. Big up to you, Steve RSC. UEFA Champions League. Big up to you mentioning that. Tomorrow, Atalanta versus Strumgras. But you asked me which one are you looking for from Tuesday to Thursday. Right, let's do Tuesday first. UEFA Champions League. Atalanta versus Lookman. Is he going to play for Look? Is it Lookman? Atalanta, they lost recently to Napoli. I did a watch along to that. Scott McTominay and Lukaku absolutely did a number on Atalanta. They've got Lookman. I don't understand why the manager for Atalanta took off Lookman off while they were playing against Napoli. Maybe he was thinking of this match. Could be that, Steve. I don't know. But that is a 7:45 kickoff. Atalanta versus Strumgras. Atalanta did better. Is it more than the league? Yes, absolutely spot on. Yeah, you are. I just don't understand. I would never take Lookman off. He's a brilliant player. And I don't understand why. I think he played for Manchester United or he was linked to Manchester United. But I think he was loaned out or he never signed him. But he looks more than a handful. Very good technical player there, forward player. People can't defend again on the left. When he's going down that left-hand side and cutting inwards, kind of reminds me a little bit of that Ebreze, real talk. Absolutely lethal. And I'm surprised Manchester United didn't go for him, or they let him go. I can't remember. But Strumgras, I'm just going to look at the table in the UEFA Champions League because I don't know enough, Steve. I'm putting my hands up. I don't know enough. I've not done enough homework on Strumgras. So I'm going to see where they are on the table before I make a... Where are they? Oh my God, they're 29. Oh, right. They're in their knockout stages. They've lost, but they lost the previous game, but they won one before that. They've got a 5-5 goal difference. They've only picked up 3 points, so they haven't drawn anything. Just won one game, but they have won one. So, but Atalanta have now dropped out of the automatic qualifying places, and they are on 11 points. They lost the previous match. They're just going for a dip at the moment. So, Atalanta versus Strumgras. Nah, Atalanta's got to win that. I think that'll be Atalanta. I'm going for Atalanta 2, Strumgras 0. That's my prediction. That's a 5:45 kickoff. Big up to you, Steve, for mentioning this. So that's what I'm going, and also with your instinct, because I know you're very good with your predictions. Not just very good, you're bleeding good at it. I can't you're good, Steve. I can't deny that. I've got to give you that. So I'm not going to go against that. And there's no money involved here. I have to say people like this. Just a prediction. Atalanta, I'm going Atalanta 2, Strumgras 0. Next one up, Aston Villa, who West Ham United, according to Sky Sports, breaking news, big up to Sky Sports News, they're saying that West Ham United have made a 57 mil nicker bid for John Duran, El Colombiano, whom from Aston Villa, and Tottenham Hotspur fans, Arsenal fans, why isn't your teams making 50 or 60 odd mil bids for strikers right now? Because West Ham United are. Sky Sports, big up to Sky Sports, they are reporting that tonight as I speak. So I've just lost a page. 1 minute, Steve. I don't know where the Champions League thing was. There, so it's Monaco versus Aston Villa. Now, I have no idea how well Monaco have been doing. Where's Monaco? Okay, they are only a point off Atalanta. They're on 10 points, but they have lost bounce-to-bounce goals there, games. They have Monaco have won. They've also won, drawn, and then won 2 on a bounce, but they've lost the last 2. Oh my God, they're above Sporting. There you see, Ruben Amorim left Sporting, and they're down. I didn't think Sporting were out of the automatic. I thought they were up there with Oh well, there you live and learn, I suppose. Okay, so back to it. Monaco versus Aston Villa. John Duran is back available. He loves playing in the Champions League. And without looking at Steve's assistants there, I'm going to go for Monaco 1, Aston Villa 2. Unai Emery taking Aston Villa back up 13 points. Can take him up just off near and thereabouts, near the automatic qualification for the next stage. At the moment, Monaco and where's Aston Villa in the damn table anyway? I can't see them. Oh, look, they are in the automatic. Oh, yeah, no. Aston Villa are 5th. Unai Emery's got Aston Villa 5th place there on the same points as Arsenal. And Unai Emery hasn't spent over 750 mil net spent in the last 5 years. Unai Emery has probably not even spent he's probably not even spent 100 mil or 120 mil. But he's up there. In 3rd place, won the last one. No, I'm going Monaco 0, Aston Villa 2. They're away at Louis II's stadium. I'd love to go to Monaco one day. It looks amazing over there. In the summer, it would be brilliant. But Monaco, Principality of Monaco, I think Aston Villa. The fact that John Duran has been linked to West Ham for 57 nicker, and clubs like Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur, you don't hear nothing, not even a rumour. you hear little whispers, but not even a rumour. Sky Sports has reported that West Ham have gone, Bush, there's 57 nicker on the table, take it or leave it. Why isn't Arsenal fans out there demanding of their club to go and get a 60, 70, 80 mil striker out there? They've got the money. You've seen how much they get charged to go to the Emirates. I mean, they don't even have a mice problem. Manchester United fans, why are you not making 50 mil, 70 mil bids for strikers? This is West Ham United we're talking about. Aside that, my Crystal Palace just took 3 points off, and they're making bids of 60 mil nicker on the table, knocking on wood. I'm going for an Aston Villa goal, winning with John Duran scoring the winning goal. There you go. I said it. And then Aston Villa saying to West Ham, well, if you really want John Duran, you can have him, but for 80 mil. Come back to us. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Why isn't that clubs like Manchester United fans and Arsenal fans, they don't seem to be able to do that? I mean, Liverpool don't have these problems because they've inherited what Jurgen Klopp did for them. That squad of Liverpool right now, it's not Arnold Slot's players. They are all Jurgen Klopp's and his coaching staff and his scouting team. That's their players. So it is what it is. I'm going Monaco 0, Aston Villa 2, 7:45 kickoff tomorrow at the Stade Louis II, Principality of Monaco. Yeah, I think Aston Villa got too much offensively. They got Ollie Watkins back firing up and all that. So Unai Emery to win there away 2-0. If you're new to the channel, please help me get to 10 likes if you can. Also, this is another juicy one. Oh my God, and there will be clubs looking at this one closely. Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans in particular, perhaps even Tottenham Hotspur fans. And I'm going to be very, very... No, I'm going to be diplomatic about this. Atletico Madrid with Diego Simeone there, they just lost in La Liga. I'm not saying that they're having a wobble, and I do know that Diego Simeone is on a very, very, very high salary at Atletico Madrid. So to prize him out of his contract there is going to be doing one. But I tell you something, he needs to be landing silverware this season, and with what they've spent there, in my opinion. Also, Bayer Leverkusen, they've got, of course, Xabi Alonso, the manager of Bayer Leverkusen. He's won at the week yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. How do I find that out? Just bear with me, people. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how. I do know how to open another tab, by the way. But what I'm worried about is when I open one and I close one, I don't close the stream down. I'm worried sometimes when I do that I might shut everything down. So I'm not Googling how to open another tab. People are thinking this guy's an amateur. Well, in a way I am, but just bear with me. I'm trying to do two things at once. And without shutting the live stream, I have to check that the live stream is still on. Look, I tell you what, people out there, have a biscuit while I open a tab. Oh my days, they must think this guy's lost it. I'm looking for Xabi Alonso's side yesterday. Did he play? Why am I still holding this plate up? I don't know. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, this is so annoying. Was it yesterday? Was it Saturday that they played? I need to know how much they won. I'm pretty sure. It must have been the day before. It must have been Saturday. Oh, come on. Where are you? Show yourself. I can't find Leverkusen. There it is. Oh, my God. I knew they won comfortably. It was on Saturday. There you go. Bayern Leverkusen won against Borussia Gladbach. 3-1. Xabi Alonso there with Granit Xhaka and Andrich there in the pivot there in the midfield there for him. Just telling people, the reason why I'm mentioning this, I can see, I just got a feeling. I don't know how, usually I get a gut instinct, but I can see Xabi Alonso in the Premier League as a manager next season and perhaps even before that. The moment if they get knocked out of the Champions League, I think someone in the Premier League might go in for him. I think he's a good manager. How good? I think you need to talk to a Liverpool fan. They'll probably know more about him, about his mentality, how he approaches play. Not as a player, but as a manager. But also they'll have a taste of what he was about when he was at their Liverpool. But I just got a feeling that Xabi Alonso. Now, could that be a fit for Arsenal, for Tottenham Hotspur, for Liverpool? If Slot doesn't land the Premier League, or the Champions League, I guarantee you Xabi Alonso will be the manager of Liverpool at the beginning of next season. Real talk. Big up to you, Stephen RSC, in the chat. So that's why I mentioned it. I'm going for a Bayer Leverkusen versus Atletico Madrid. That's a big one, Steve. I can't decide for this one. Oh, that's a big one. I might even do the watch along for this one. I think this one's going to be a tasty affair. It's an 8 p.m. kickoff. But normally I do the watch along for sides from either Scotland or Northern Ireland, Wales, or England to give them a bit of support. Oh, this one's a difficult one. 8 p.m. kickoff of Atletico Madrid versus Bayern Leverkusen. I don't know. Atletico missed late penalties versus Bayern. Yeah, 22. Yeah, Diego Simeone needs to land silverware. In La Liga, they will not allow to appoint an inexperienced manager like Mikel Arteta to a club like Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, or Barcelona and give an inexperienced manager 5 years and 750 mil net spent over 4 or 5 years on transfers. It just would never happen. It will never happen. So Diego Simeone needs to land silverware this year, and I reckon he's got the hots for the Champions League. I reckon, possibly, maybe La Liga, but he just lost at the weekend yesterday. I think either of these two managers could be in the Premier League, Diego Simeone and Xabi Alonso. Perhaps Xabi Alonso more so. The moment these two managers get knocked out of the Champions League, I think Arsenal fans, Tottenham Hotspur fans, not Manchester United fans, I would think, possibly even be Manchester City fans if Pep decides to just, look, I've done what I can here. Those two managers are quality European managers, and I think actually better than quality. I think they're very good. So I'm going Atletico Madrid 1, Diego Simeone to get sent off. Bayern Leverkusen 2. There you go. I'm putting it. I'm doing it with chest. Atletico Madrid 1, Bayern Leverkusen 2. Xabi Alonso to score, not to score, but his players to win their Atletico Duo UCF trophy. There you go, Steve. You said it there. Absolutely. They expect, and they will, and if he doesn't deliver, they will chop him up because Diego Simeone is not on small bubble. He's on big money on Atletico Madrid. I think he is the most expensive manager, I think, in Europe. I could be wrong. I mean, how is Mikel Arteta being paid over 10 mil a season? Ask an Arsenal fan. And the man is blaming the manufacturer of football for being knocked out at one of the cup competitions. Oh, my days, do me a favour. Someone do me a favour there. Right. That's... please help me get to 10 likes in the chat. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And I want to thank everyone out there for the support thus far. As you can tell, you can eat and you can drink as you watch your football. And if you want anyone else in the chat, if you want to put in your predictions, by all means do so. Big up to Steve, because I nearly forgot about this. And I did want to do it, but had it not been for Steve RSC, I would have forgotten. So I'm going Atlanta to win, Aston Villa to win 2-0, and Atletico Madrid 1, Bayern Leverkusen 2. Xabi Alonso and Diego Simeone could be in the Premier League as managers next season. Watch this space. The next one is another juicy affair. Big up to you, Steve. I can't thank you enough for mentioning this. Benfica versus El Barcelona. La Barcelona. Barcelona. Portuguese versus Spanish. There is a lot of baggage between these two sides. And these fans don't hold back. Barcelona fans and Benfica. Where are they? Where is Benfica and where is Barcelona? Barcelona are below Liverpool, so I expect Liverpool fans will be wanting Barcelona to have a bit of a wobble. Not that it will affect them, but from their perspective, it won't hurt to see their position have a bit of a wobble. I expect. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can in the chat. And if you can, put your predictions in the chat if you can as well. Where is Benfica? All Benfica are above Monaco and Sporting. They've drawn the previous game and they've won the previous match as well. They're on 10 points. They'll be looking to climb back. I wonder how many more matches they have to play before they do the cut-off of the stages where the top 8 automatically go into the next stage, and then the 9th to 24th place. I'll have to Google that. And how many matches do they have to play until then? Are we near that? They have to be, because they're going to run out of months. Can't keep playing this year and next year. Don't know. I suppose it'll have to be until they've all played against each other, home and away. So that won't be difficult to calculate. If there is 1, 2, Jesus, there's 36 sides. It can't be. There'll be too many matches they have to play. Because my understanding is the 25th downwards, they get knocked out. So at the moment, for example, PSG, Stuttgart, Shakhtar Donetsk, all the way down to Young Boys, they'll all be disqualified. Big up to Vinicius Primero, Palmeiras Time do Mundo. I'm afraid I can't understand. I do understand a bit Portuguese. Oh, right. Palmeiras Mejor Time to do Mundo. Oh, so he's saying that Palmeiras is the best team in the world. Yeah, I can. Salve Brasil. Mucho obrigado, mucho obrigado. Yo entiendo un poquito el portugués, un poquitico, un poco. Mucho obrigado, Vinicius Ponheiro. But can you put it? Can you put the words in the English lingo, or at least in Spanish? But put it in English, pal or ma'am. I don't know. Mucho obrigado. Thank you very much for dropping in. I appreciate it. Mucho obrigado. But yeah, my Portuguese is very mucho limited. I'm like I'm on the cheap seats at the back. Says, señorita, una cerveza, por favor, una más, se me está acabando, por favor, una cerveza, por favor. And no hablo el portugués muy bien. Big up to Vinicius Primero. But mucho obrigado, señores. But with that said, in that, I've got to practice on my cerveza, una cerveza, por favor, señorita, por favor. Se me está acabando, look, se me está acabando. ¿Sí escucha? Se me está acabando la cerveza, señorita, por favor. What are you lot like? Back to the football. I was talking about Benfica, Portuguese Benfica, versus Barcelona, los de Cataluña. Barcelona va a ganar. No sé si Barcelona va a ganar. ¿Qué le pasa a Barcelona? Por favor. Barcelona está al momento, just checking their form. Barcelona, they drew against Getafe in the Spanish Liga. They won in the Copa del Rey contra la Real Betis 5-1. So they won against Real Betis. Of course, in the Super Cup, they beat Real Madrid. But Real Madrid are top of the La Liga now. The previous matches for Barcelona have been mostly cup competitions, and they just drew 1-1 against Getafe yesterday. So with that in mind, and because we've had a Portuguese person speaking, or no, you're from Brazil, so mucho obrigado, señor o señora. I've lost the tab. I am going. Sí, es de Crystal Palace. Yes. See, I can understand un poco Portuguese. See, can you write your words in English, por favor? Can you translate it? Because there's other people watching, bro. Do you know what I mean? You probably don't even understand that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, sí, esa camiseta de atrás es de Crystal Palace. Sí, Crystal Palace. And you don't spell Crystal Palace así. You got to put a Y instead of the I. Per favor. Oh, no, that's Italian. Por favor. Don't disrespect. You're misspelling my Crystal Palace. Look, bro. Look, you put Palace. That's está bien. Très bien. I know that's French. Crystal. Look. These look. C R Y. Okay, you got to put Y. That E. You put an I. Nah, man. You're spelling it in the Spanish way, bro. You got to spell it properly. I'm going to put it like this so you can see it. That is how you spell the thing, bro. But mucho obrigado. I'm learning my Portuguese and I'm teaching the Portuguese lad or lady over there from Brazil how to spell the best club. Becho, mejor del mundo. El mejor del mundo. Palmeiras, no. Palmeiras, no. No. Crystal Palace. Palmeiras, segundo. Primero, la Crystal Palace. Okay? But mucho obrigado there. Man coming into the chat, speaking in Portuguese. There's nothing wrong with that, but I kind of appreciate if you can put it in English. And then they spell my club incorrectly. Nah, bro. Nah, man. But big up. I'm going for a controversial there. You know what? Just to spice it up a bit. I'm going Benfica 2. Barcelona 1. That's my prediction there. Because Barcelona shouldn't lose that. But if Benfica need to score first. So Benfica there, I'm going for Benfica 2, Barcelona 1. You know what I should be doing? I should be writing this down so then I can remember tomorrow. Do you know what? That's not a bad idea because otherwise tomorrow I'm gonna be doing my nut trying to remember things. Has anyone got a pen? Why haven't I got a pen here? I don't understand. Oh, that's very bad. That's very bad. Oh. Let me just. Oh, do me a favour. Oh my God, I'm dropping everything. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Good old Bic. The good old Bic pen. Right. Now I need a bit of paper. Has anyone got a bit of paper? I need a bit of paper. Good. Oh, here we go. I can use this. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm just cutting a bit of paper here. And just rip something up. Right, quickly, I'm going Atlanta. What did I go for? Atlanta versus Strumgrass. I think I went for Atlanta 2-1. Was it 2-0? No, I think I went 2-0. Grass. Right, there you go. Monaco. I went Monaco versus Aston Villa. Monaco 0. Villa 2. John Duran, because he's on the transfer list. West Ham have just come in. As per Sky Sports News, apparently West Ham have come in for a... I keep forgetting that. That is so annoying. I've said it about 7 times. You think I'd remember? John Duran, Sky Sports 5 hours ago. John Duran, hammer time. You can't touch this. Hammer time for John Duran again. West Ham United, £57 million bid. 57 mil. I'm going to put 57 mil here. There you go. Arsenal fans, Manchester United fans, how come you're not bidding 60-odd mil for strikers right now? Okay, where were we? Quickly, because I'm running out of time. I didn't want to go until midnight. Atletico Madrid You know what? I'm still writing on pen. We're using a pen and a piece of paper. I did forget that we've actually got notes on. I'm still old fashioned, still using the pen and paper. There you go. You just can't get the stuff. I have got notes on the Mac keys. I could have done it. Oh dear. Sorry. Still old fashioned. Anyway, Atletico Madrid versus Bayern Leverkusen. I'm going Atletico Madrid 1. Bayern. Leverkusen. I'm going Leverkusen to win by 2-1. Benfica. Benfica is what did I say? Benfica 2. Barcelona. They've got to score, surely. No, I'm going to change that. Barcelona 0. Imagine that. If Barcelona don't score and they get beat 2-0 by Benfica, they will be moving players out and they will be bringing players in. Their president at Barcelona won't stand for that shit. Barcelona. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm still using a pen. I do realise that now I have got notes, so I could have put in that. Big up to Vinicius Perino. He's put it in English and he's put it in Portuguese as well, just to confuse the hell out of me. This is going to end tonight, man. Real talk. This year's the Super World Cup 2025. What do you think about World Cup? Estaveño, do Palmeiras, who are Chelsea hired, a lot soon, will be shining there. Listen, there is a lot of players from Brazil that have been and they will continue to be linked with the Premier League. The question is getting a player from Brazil before European clubs grab them, because the moment that Brazilian players land in Europe, whether it's in La Liga, in Serie A, in the Bundesliga, or in the Premier League, once they've landed in those places, their transfer fees goes from 1 to 5 mil. When they land in Europe, it goes exponentially up between 15 mil up to 20 mil. And then suddenly, if you're still going in for those players that originated from Brazil and they're on their way up on valuation, you could be playing some madness of numbers. So it's about getting them in the transfer. A club that was quite good at doing that, getting Latin American football players, dare I say it, was Brighton, Hove and Albion, bringing in some players from South America. But in the World Super Cup, World Club Super Cup, Estaveño, do Palmeiras, Estaveño, do Palmeiras. There is so much competition at Chelsea for players. There is not enough room in the change room. ¿Cómo le digo? Le voy a decir en español. Para un jugador de Brasil que venga de Brasil y va a jugar para el equipo de Chelsea, no hay suficiente espacio. Es que no hay campo. Hay muchos. Tienen muchos jugadores. Pero poniendo el chiste al lado, hay mucha competición para lugares para jugar para Chelsea. Hay hartísimos jugadores allá que pueden jugar con muchísimo talento en posiciones jugadores que juegan en la cancha, en las afueras, en el centro del parque o adelante atacando la oposición. What I just said there in Spanish, kind of, I had to do it in Spanish because I can't do that in Portuguese. But what I just said there was, for any young Brazilian player to land at Chelsea, they're going to have to compete for places. They're going to be in competition for places. There's key positional places, competitions there for places. There is a lot of young, talented, experienced players playing in Chelsea's squad in depth. And on the joke side, I said, like, physically, there is not enough room for the Chelsea players to even fit in the change room. There is that much. It's just that much competition for spaces. So, muy bien. Ojalá le va bien. Esteballo do Primera, who is Chelsea hired. Yeah, buena suerte. I hope the lad, I hope he does do well there. Big up to Vinicius Pinheiro. I hope that answers your question. I'm not going to finish tonight, but big up to you. Now, the next one is how many matches? Oh my God. Okay, there isn't that much to go. Big up to you, Steve. He's probably gone. Big up to everybody out there. If you can, please help me get to 10 likes in the chat. Benfica versus Barcelona. I think it would be Benfica dos, Barcelona 0. Now, Bologna. Bologna 1 and 1 for bro. Next one up is Bologna nil. Bologna versus Borussia Dortmund quickly. I have no idea where Bologna is. I know Borussia Dortmund are towards the bottom of the table. Oh no, I was wrong. Oh, I do apologise. Borussia Dortmund fans out there. You're actually higher than AC Milan, Atalanta, Benfica, Juventus, Monaco, and Sporting FC. I know nothing. Terrible. So it's Borussia Dortmund. So that's Bologna. Where is Bologna? Bologna are the ones that they've only got 2 points. They're the lowest point scoring place. Oh, I'm going to change that now. I'm going Bologna nil, Borussia Dortmund 2 on that one, just on where they are on the table. Big up to Vinicius Pinheiro there and to Steve RFC. Been on the bus for 3 hours. Oh my days. Listen, Steve, go and chill out, man. Hope you're well. I've been on the bus for 3 hours. That's a long bus trip. I know what a 4-hour bus trip is, believe me. But no, we'll watch tomorrow, watch alongs. Take care, need to keep battery. Yeah, absolutely, Steve. Thank you very much for tuning in. For you to do that, and whilst you're traveling, as I say, don't lose anything. Stay safe. Thank you very much for dropping in. I appreciate it, Steve. I'll try and do this tomorrow. Vinicius Pinheiro says Crystal Palace should look at the Brazilian market with many new players emerging of extreme quality, which is why we are the country of football. We need more investment in our leagues. Yeah, I agree with this. There's 3 points there that you've put in there. Crystal Palace looking to should look to. The problem that I see with that is that then you've got to have a good link up over there to here with the people that make the decisions in getting the players, and then is the cost. Everything has a cost to it, a financial cost, and so it has to be right for Crystal Palace, I expect, and it has to be right at your end, whichever team it is. You've got to have that link up, that setup play, that setup completely, and if there isn't that, it's difficult, I expect, to do. Just in case you didn't know, what Crystal Palace are very good at doing is, for example, this time last year, we brought in the likes of Adam Walton and Daniel Munoz. We brought Daniel Munoz, el Colombiano. So we do transfers, but it has to be at the right cost, at the right level, and the communications between Crystal Palace and the club in whichever country is in South America, it has to be on point. It has to work. It has to be correct. I agree. Many new players emerging, extreme quality. Absolutely. I mean, no doubt that scouts from not just Crystal Palace, but from Brighton, dare I say it, from other Premier League clubs, will be looking, will have scouts, will have an ear to the ground of exceptional young Brazilian players, as an example, not just in the men's game, but in the women's game as well. Make no mistake about it, because that's another market that's just waiting to just open up. It's already been opened up. if you look at the women's Chelsea following or fans, it's massive. It's hundreds of thousands of people out there watching them play. Arsenal fans have got a very big fan base. So also, answer your question there, Vinicius Pinheiro. Yes, I agree. There's a lot of quality coming out of Brazil, but so there is from other Latin American countries, and it's about the right price and the communication between both parties being on point. And because it does happen, it does. Look at that, Daniel Munoz, how much we brought him in and how much he's worth now. Daniel Munoz, he's done so well for us. And also Jefferson Lerma as well, although Jefferson Lerma came from Bournemouth. Okay, extremely well. Why is we the country football, but we need more investment in our leagues? Yes, you're right. The thing is, once a player comes from Brazil and he goes to the Premier League or to La Liga, to Serie A or to the Bundesliga, that money then needs to filter down. Not just it's got to go to the football club for selling that asset, but it's got to filter down in the groups. So it's one of those, and I think it's easier said than done, but I'm sure that's how it happens. But yeah, investment. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to double check on something. Oh my God. There it is, Botafogo. Crystal Palace at the moment, the majority holder of Crystal Palace is John Textor. I just wanted to double check it before I confirmed it. I knew this was right, but I just wanted to double check it. He owns the Brazilian club Botafogo. So there you go. So there's investment there already. You got people, very successful businessmen, owning football clubs in Brazil at the moment. And big up to Samedo. Sandonia in Wales is very nice too. Yes, it is. I haven't been there for many years. Wish Bashimtis, do you know there? And the famous in England. Vinicius Pinheiro is the one I just mentioned. Botafogo, because the man that owns the most shares at Crystal Palace, John Textor, he owns that football club. So I know that club. Produced many great players such as Diaz, Cortes, Morelos, etc. Yes, big up to you, Samedo. Yes, they do. They do. They've produced also Faustino Asprilla. Newcastle United fans will know him very well. And just to name a few. Liverpool, Serra Campau, the Campeones, now for the football, held Prática at aquí, or it's Reds. I think you mentioned in Liverpool that he's they're very famous. Yeah, Liverpool have they're very well known around the world. I'm not surprised to hear that in Brazil they know a lot about Liverpool. Right, back to the thing I was talking about. So yeah, I'm going for Bologna 0, Borussia Dortmund 2. Big up to everyone in the chat. Please help me get to 10 likes in the chat. I want to quickly finish this off because we're coming up to midnight. Oh my God, I'm going to be all night. This is taking longer than I should. So next one is Club Brugge. This is Steve's fault. Steve, if you're still there, this is your fault. No joke. I forgot about this, but I didn't think it was going to take this long. Brugge. Club Brugge versus Juventus. I'm going Club Brugge 0, Juventus 1. And so that's Club Brugge versus Juventus. Let's quickly have a look where where's Juventus? Juventus is in the middle part of the table. Club Brugge are just below them. Oh, they're literally only a point away from each other. Club Brugge 0, Juventus 1. Juventus won recently in Serie A, so I'm going for them. Right, here we go. Liverpool versus Lille. A massive test for Arne Slot. Of course, my understanding is that Liverpool have already mathematically qualified to the next stages for the automatic qualifications. And they are playing against Lille. Lille are also in the automatic qualifications, but they've not guaranteed qualifications. They are on 13 points. Oh my God. Arsenal, Bayern Leverkusen, Aston Villa, Inter Milan, Brest, Lille are all on 13 points. So anything can happen there. And so, but they've won 2 on a bounce. Liverpool just haven't lost. Because it's at Anfield, because Liverpool are not suffering major injuries at the moment, I think the only problem that Liverpool have at the moment is if Mo Salah decides to say on his Twitter account again, oh, I've not been offered a contract, and he starts upsetting things in the changing room. Will Luis Diaz end up at Barcelona? Will Trent Alexander-Arnold end up at Real Madrid? Will Virgil van Dijk renew his contract? Maybe he doesn't like Arne Slot. Maybe he wants a new challenge in his career. I don't know. As an example, so there's a big, names at Liverpool that could upset the apple cart, if you like, in the change room. I think at Anfield, and Arne Slot may not be able to contain that, to put the lid on that, and seal it till they get the job done, get the Champions League and win the Premier League, and then maybe just open the can and let people go wherever they want to go. But so that's going to be easy. So, but for this one, Liverpool versus Lille, I think Liverpool. Sometimes they do let in some funny goals, and Liverpool have had a little bit of wobble. I mean, Manchester United. I bet you the Lille manager. Who's there? I've got a feeling. I think I know who this is. I'm just going to double check. Bruno Genesio. Yeah. So he's a very experienced. Oh, it's just come out. It's been confirmed. Diego Jota overloaded a certain muscle. So apparently he may not be available. Diogo Jota may not be available for the fixture here against Lille. So it's Liverpool versus Lille. Oh, that's a bit. But then I suppose instead of Jota, they'll put in Darwin Núñez, I suppose. Liverpool fans, they will know. And as Semedo says, so in Brazil, football clubs are usually family owned by Italian and Portuguese and Spanish businessmen. Yes, I do believe that's true. But Botafogo, the Brazilian side. Oh, 1 minute. Oh my God. How'd you do this? It's not letting me do it. Oh, here it is. There, apart from this one and the one in the chat there, Samdo, Botafogo, which is a Brazilian side, he owns. Is owned by John Textor. It's an American businessman. So there is exceptions to what you're saying. The clubs are usually owned by family owned. Yeah, I agree that. but then they're combating with international business owners there. Right, going back to the thing in hand. I've got too many windows open here. I'm going to close that one. I'm going to close that one. I'm just going to close this one because I've got too many windows open. Right, here we go. Oh, we're still live. Quickly, I'm going to end it off now quickly, people, because I'm getting tired. Liverpool versus Lille. Nah, Liverpool are too good at the moment. I'm going Liverpool 3, Lille 1. They've got, it looks like Diogo Jota is not available for Arnold Slot. And Arnold Slot looks so worried they've got one player injured and he's like, oh, do me a favour. You won't last 5 minutes anywhere near the bottom of the Premier League, mate. Oh, I've got one injury. Do me a favour. But I was still going to say Liverpool 3, Lille 1 on that one. I'm going to quickly round it off because it's coming up to midnight and it's getting too long, this one. Red Star Belgrave. Red Star Belgrave versus PSV. I'm going that would be a 0-1 to PSV. Red Star Belgrave. I'm going there. Where are these two clubs in the... PSV are above PSG. Oh my God. Imagine that. If PSG get knocked out of the Champions League and the Netherlands PSV get through, that's gonna people are gonna lose their jobs. Now I think PSG will qualify. Red Star Belgrave have only got 3 points. I'm going for a PSV. They've got 8 points. So I'm going Red Star Belgrave 0, PSV 1. For anyone in the chat there. And last of all, tomorrow, Slovan Bratislava versus Stuttgart. Slovan. What a long name. Bratislava. Where are they in the tables? I have no idea. Where's Stuttgart? Oh, they're both. They've got 0. Slovan Bratislava has not scored any points. They've lost everything. There's only 3 clubs in the Champions League that have not scored 1 point, and that's RB Leipzig, Slovan Bratislava, and Young Boys. They haven't been able to pick up any points at all. So I'm going for a Stuttgart win there. They've won the last Champions League game. So Bratislava 0. Stuttgart 2. I'm going Stuttgart 2. Please hit like. Help me get to 10 likes if you can in the chat. And then, what's the next one? I think that's the last one. Yay! I finished the UCL. And then on the in the UEFA, it's Galatasaray versus Dynamo Kiev. Dynamo Kiev. Where are they in the table? I have no idea. Galatasaray on 12 points. Where's Dynamo Kiev? Oh, they're the bottom of the table. They haven't won no points. I'm going to go Galatasaray 2-0 for Dynamo Kiev. I can't see them picking up points. Right, I think that's going to be about it. There's also championship clubs tomorrow. Millwall are at home against the Bluebirds. So Cardiff City fans, Bluebirds, please get a win over Millwall. Please don't let me down like the Manchester United fans let me down against Brighton. Real talk. Big up to the Bluebirds, the Cardiff City fans out there. Please get a win against Millwall. That will make me a very happy person tomorrow evening. Bolton Wanderers, Burton National League. There's no WSL tomorrow. Just checking this now. Okay, that's it, people. So I've done my predictions there for the UCL and UEFA game, Galatasaray versus Dynamo Kiev tomorrow. And I'm not going to go into Wednesday. I know Steve mentioned it, but it's too much. But today, earlier on, I did the fixture between Chelsea versus Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League, where it ended Chelsea 3, Wolves 1. Wolves were very disappointed the way they conceded the third and the second goal. But Chelsea, with the squad in depth, very, very well done. They have won 3-1 at the Bridge. And actually, let me have a look at that was in the Premier League. So what's the Premier League look like? Quickly and round it off. Chelsea are now up to 4th place on 40 points. And they are 4 points behind Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. I told you Chelsea would be a dark horse. And also, what else do we have? West Wolves. They remain in 17th place, and they've got to minus 19 now. They've lost 3 on the bounce. They need to get back to drawing and winning, and I think they might be able to do that. They've got a good manager there. But David Moyes there with Everton picking up 3 massive big points. Because Tottenham Hotspur fans, what is going on? And that's it. I'm just going to quickly go to fixtures. Tuesday. Wednesday's more Champions League. UEFA. Oh, the women's, the WSL in the League Cup return on Wednesday. Yeah, we're not. The Crystal Palace women, we're out of that, so it's okay. We're still in the FA Cup there. UEFA, that's on Thursday. And Friday, it's Sheffield Wednesday. Celtic Hearts. And then this weekend, right then. Okay, I'm going to round it off there. So Chelsea back up to 4th, but at the weekend they have got to play City, Manchester City. So there you go. I thought that, so I was just checking there. I want to thank everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please, thank you to everyone who's dropped a like. If you haven't hit a like, please drop a like. It helps attract new subscribers to the channel. I want to thank everyone who's watched and contributed in the chat. Everybody who's watching on playback, thank you very much. I take my hat off to every single one of you. Thank you very much for all your help and contributions there. And massive thank you to Sam Doe, to Vinicius Pinheiro, mucho obrigado. Also to Steve RFC, quickly in the chat. Damo1168, boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. That's right. Big up to Damo1168. And a massive thank you to STE. His Chelsea side, or hers Chelsea side, has won 3-1. Golazzo! So well done, STE. A massive thank you to Shay Arsenal in the chat, where Shay Arsenal dropped in and said, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new here. Thank you very much, Shay Arsenal, for doing that. That means a lot to me. Believe me, I can't explain how much that means to me for anyone to drop in there and drop that in. That's big. That's big. Thank you. Steve RFC, big up to you. Who else? Daniel Costanzo. Thank you very much for dropping in. Aditya Majoran, thank you very much for dropping in as well. Abbas Yokulku, thank you very much for dropping in as well. And last of all, I think that's it actually. I thought Alex SR7 might have dropped in, but he doesn't. I hope they're okay. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned Alex SR. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. But yep. So thank you very much, everyone in the chat. My hat goes out to all of you. If you are new to the channel and you're watching this on playback, please hit a like, subscribe at Diego C Palace. Thank you very much, everyone. Stay safe, and if you can, leave some comments in the comments after the live stream, and I'll try and answer as much as I can. I've got to try and say that a bit more often. I've totally forgotten to do that. And oh, STE is there still. Nearly signed off. You're welcome. We won for you, Diego. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. He's not available. You can't have Mateta. You cannot have Mark Gahey. You can't have Ebrieze. I'm telling you, look into my eye. But Chelsea fans out there, congratulations to your win today over the Wolverhampton Wanderers. But I have to say, China's biggest... No. You see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? I'll tell you what, Chelsea fans out there, on Sunday, you're facing Manchester City. You're facing Manchester City. I don't know if you're at home or if you're away. But I'll tell you something, lad. Let me just have a look. When is it? It's on Saturday. You're away at the Etihad. We'll have no problem. My Crystal Palace have got no problem going up to the Etihad. You lot might have. That's going to be a real test for Enzo Maresca and the Chelsea fans. Big up to STE, Chelsea for City. You heard it here first. I will remember that. I will quote you, and hopefully I won't have to hand out any receipts. And you know what? I might actually nick that prediction. And then if it goes wrong, I'll know who to blame. Right. Can't believe. ST, thank you very much for staying this late on. Cole Palmer, 4 goals. Listen, mate, Cole Palmer today, he had a few tackles, so I don't know if he's picked up something, because remember he came off today. He was substituted. I'm not jinxing it, but I'm just saying he did had a few knocks today, and he came off. I'm sure of it. Yeah, he was substituted on 84 minutes. Joao Felix coming on for him. I'm not saying he's carrying an injury, but he did have a few knocks there today. I think against City, your Jadon Sancho has to start. Do you know what? I don't even know. I've done my predictions for the Champions League, and I didn't do any so I only did the predictions for tomorrow. I haven't done the predictions for Wednesday, so I presume you'll be playing on Wednesday or Thursday. He'll be starting. Don't you worry. He's built differently from the rest. Yeah, he's a lot bigger than me. He's been eating too much, I think. Just like your Reece James. I mean, below this is all muscle under here. Real talk. I've just got to get rid of a few carbs here and there. But some of the Chelsea players, I think they've been eating. I think the Chelsea players, whilst they were off injured, they ate all my biscuits. Look, they didn't even leave me any popcorn. I'm only been left with the grapes. Absolutely disgraceful. It's just typical Chelsea players and Chelsea fans. Unbelievable. Right, it's coming up to midnight. Please hit like and subscribe. If you haven't hit like, help me get to 10 likes. It'll be great. ST, thank you very much for staying on that late. And stay safe, everyone. And I'll catch you up tomorrow. I'll do some more work tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Good night.